Hey everyone. this is my Christmas stream. So unfortunately, we don't have any Grand Arena today. I would like to start with just saying what happened my last Grand Arena. We had a seemingly tough opponent uh, with a Temeri Blag. So Temeri Blag, 8.5 million, 5 million in ground, 3.6 in ships. Uh, had the counters for Leviathan, so he had Scythe and TIE Interceptor, Chimera. Could have countered it. Uh, little risky on the finalizer counter since I went with a triple attacker, but with Negotiator and Malevolence on the back, I think he could have like pushed through and maybe full cleared me. But they ended up not playing, so gave me a little Christmas gift. So I'm 9-0 for this round. Close to, um, very close to Kyber 2 now. I think I have like a 3,300. Look at my scoring here. Yeah, 3,300. So I'm very close to Kyber 2 now. Once we get our rank upgrades, maybe with the squish, my I'll start off in Kyber 3 and then push up into Kyber 2 the first day into Grand Arena. So I don't know. It's hard to predict with the skill squish. So it's been real weird lately. so so yeah. So it's Christmas. So if I have anyone drop in on my Twitch screen, we'll do some live account reviews, just a little chatting, a little Christmas chatting. Other than that, I guess I'll start jumping into my TB and see how that goes. So I'm not like a big TB kind of guy. It's okay. My guild. I'm new into my guild. So let's uh let's just see. I just don't. For me, it's not like super engaging content. Usually, I just like auto. I do like the ships, just because they can give a lot of points compared to the other ones. I haven't deployed yet, so I don't have any assignments to do for this one, so I don't have to place anyone for operations. Um, yeah. So I haven't been able to complete any of these. I could do this one. This one's pretty easy. So the secret for Corellia, the ship mission, because you have to start off with Lando's Millennium Falcon, and most people or a lot of people bought the pack. So, so if you have Lando's Millennium Falcon, which if you purchase the Radis bundle, you should have them. You could be able to do this one. So let's go in and do this one. So the way I usually win this one, and have a, usually have a pretty good success rate, is I treat it just like I treat it just like I would with the other ones using Executor, except Han's the Lando's Millennium Falcon just like dies, so it's just there to hang out and take a few shots, and then you send in finish off with the actual bounty hunters. Let's see what else I want to shove in here. So I have a lot of choices. Um, I guess I could go with the tank, just in case. Um, maybe defender. Defender can do some good things. I doubt I'll need my fifth, but you never know. Let's jump in here. Oh no, not my Lando. Anything but my Lando. All right, let's just go ahead and put this here. Sometimes I like to put breach on the bomber, but it really doesn't matter. I just need to, I just like that extra damage on it, but having the breach, having the breach on a ship that isn't gonna die is pretty useful because then I maintain my taunt, so, you know. Not my fake Hans Tooth. Alright, so this isn't super engaging. Lost my taunt. Alright, I guess I'll go with Xanadu Blood first. See how it goes. So, if anyone, as we log in, I'm just running TB to waste some time. So if someone logs in and wants to do some roster reviews, I'm more than happy. Just place your ally code, and we'll look at your account. So that'll be fun. But this is just the Corellia, the first ship battle. I just use the Executor, so it works out pretty well usually. It's a little slow because we start off with Lando, but you know, he dies and the other the spawn ship dies as well, and then we just pump out our bounty hunter ships like normal. All right, so since we have contract, I'm gonna go ahead and just take out Slave 1. Get some of that AoE going. This is going fairly well. Pretty safe. Pretty sure he's gonna ult soon, but should be fine. I'm not too concerned with the ult. We can see once we start going and get a reinforcement going, it's super smooth. So this works just as well as the other. So the neutral zone, I always use Executor. It's just super super effective at winning. So yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, easy day, easy day. Easy battle. All right, so so I'm not super familiar with all these all these battles. I do think if I go with this zone, the first one, I'm pretty sure I can beat it with an Emperor Palpatine lead, some Sith, and some Empire. Let's go with Empire first. See Sith. Go Malak, and then what do I want as my... maybe Darth Vader, yeah. Alright, so again, as people come in, if you want a roster review or just have any questions, just post in chat, say hi. Normally I stream my Grand Arena, but it's Christmas. I wanted to do a Christmas stream. So, yeah, so here we are. TB's the most engaging content in the game right now, so just doing my my TB. I don't have I'm not like super big into TB, but it's okay. Alright, so with this one, I'm just gonna try to take out these all these stacks as fast as I can. Let's go with this one. See if I can get some stuns. Droideka being a pain over there. Who needs ability block? No one really. Take out that vulnerability. Oh, it's not good. Would have liked to keep Malik, but you know. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Droideka's going down pretty quickly. This turn meter train rolling. I don't think we'll clear the second phase, but I I think we can pretty handily clear this phase. It's not bad. Again, all this is just icing on the cake. We can, my guild can reliably do this stuff. I just need to get my stuff going. All right, so yeah, pretty simple. All right, let's see what this next see how we go with this one. Pretty sure it's not going to go too great. Yeah, we'll try to get some stuns. A little bit, not bad. My ability's up. Alright, let's get some ability blocks rolling around. Ability block. I really want to ability block you. Nope, resisted. It's unfortunate. Go with that. Basic. Now let's target that brute. Or that alpha. So if we can get this alpha down, then we might be able to up tenacity down. Yep. All right, cool. Let's get this going. Ability block. Right. Nice, lowering all their HP pool. Yeah, this is going really well. Pretty happy with the results of this. I thought once I lost Malik, I might have trouble in this phase, but this is going super smooth. Cool. Another W. Another W. All right, let's see. So light side, I have a few, but I seem to always fail with my Rey over here. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I seem to have some more luck with the neutral zones with her. So maybe I'll try that. See how it goes. See if I can make a functional light side team. My relics on my light side are kind of lacking, so I can't go with like a full. And I don't really have a. I'll do this, but it's just gonna lose because my negotiator is. Oh yeah, I can't win this. Yeah, I don't have a profundity, so that stops me from being able to do that one. It's on the plan. It's on the plan. But all right. See Jedi. Not the best Jedi team, but it is a team of Jedi. Yeah, I really should bump up some of my relics on my Jedi. Let's see how this goes. I don't know. Why not? I got Luke, so maybe the lead can pull. Nah, I doubt it. I gotta take you out, otherwise you'll keep raising everyone. Get everyone stunned. Get Luke going. Let's do that. Sure. I should have basic there. I can just basic here. Do that. Some democracy. Ability blocks everyone. So for this one, I would like to just get through A phase. That'd be great. But if I can't, not a big deal. It's just, I'm just throwing stuff against the wall and seeing how it goes. All right. So anyone have any good Christmas stories or anything exciting happen over the holidays? Let's get everyone stunned. Yeah, Luke is great. Such a powerhouse. Yeah, so yeah, pretty good. Did better than I thought I would. So I'm probably gonna get A phase out of this, so can't complain about that. Remember I tried this with Sortie before, and it did not go well. She just like gave everyone protection up. So I'm just gonna die here. So yep, Lord Vader. I don't stand a chance. Yep. Take out my Luke. Just drinking my morning coffee. Get those juices flowing. Oh man. That did not. Mission success. Got my one phase. Alright, let's see what else I got here. Let's see what kind of rebel team I can go. I need to bump up my CLS is really functional low gear, but I need to get my Chewpio and Chewbacca up. They're only R3, so if you're wondering where they are, they're not here. All right, this is not the best. Maybe I can go with like a scoundrel team. Let's try scoundrels. Keep her for rebels. Brief. I think all his stuff is only for bounty hunters, not scoundrels. Yeah, great character. Great character. I'm really happy with those light speed bundles for him. Alright, yeah, sure. Young Han. Why not? So this is definitely doomed for failure. But yeah, why not? Let's see what happens here. All right. So again, gotta take you out. Hey. Oh, got cleansed. Not a big deal. Sure you. Throw out some stuff, some things. Bonk your head. No confidence. Ooh, they're burning through really quick. Bonk your head. Oh, maybe every time she attacks someone, her health ramps. So, you know, maybe if I'm lucky, I can keep her alive long enough for her health to ramp to levels that will be good. So let's see how it goes. Oh, cool. That guy just died of sadness. I don't know. Cool. It's who I wanted dead. So. Well, that did a good chunk of damage. If you didn't have all that protection up. Oh. This is... It looked promising. It looked good. Maybe a better Scandrel team could have made this happen. I don't know. But it looked promising to me. I don't know. Yeah, all these debuffs give him so much protection up too. Well, you know. Let's see what I can do here. So where's the most synergy here? Why not Old Man Han? Go join your younger self and defeat. I don't foresee good things happening with this, so let's see what happens. Alright, let's get you stunned. Oh, days right off the bat. Stun? Nope. Take these buffs off. Tried your best, Han. Old Man Han dying on the job again. Why not? Give me a... Gotta get some potency up on her. Alright, same thing. I'll just take off these buffs. Get some potency up. Now you can die. Go die. Oh man, you didn't come back. What's up with that? Should potency up, right? Alright. Can I pull this through? Probably not, but you know. Oh man. Stop it. These dudes are thick. No. Alright, cool. Can CLS do the job by himself? Wow, look at this. Looks like he's gonna pull it through. Wow. I was not expecting anything out of this. So hey, 1,000 points. Yeah, just go die. Go die. One phase. That's good enough. Good enough. Or just throw it on auto. Yep. Yep. Happy with that. Not bad. Not bad. So that was the best I've actually that was the best I've ever done on Lightside TP. So, you know. So I'll go ahead and use Ray here and take just go Lightside. Some droids. Let's go resistance. The bros, and then you can heal, so yeah, why not? Alright. So I have a few heals here. I can maybe get some more ones off. And then Ray has decent survivability, so see how it goes. Oh, not well, not well. I gotta keep Ray alive, but I'll go. Looks like they may be targeting him. Right, who do I want to go for first? Scout Trooper? Sure. Let's go ahead and let's go inspire some people. Yep. You're looking pretty down. Let's go inspire you. Yep. Alright, we gotta get some. Who do I want to keep lifeblood on? I'd like to keep you alive for right now, so. Alright, since she already went down to 60% health, I can heal her up, so. Hey, so I'm doing TB, but I would like to do some roster reviews. So if you want to drop in, say hi, drop your ally code, I'll review your roster. Hey, lady, Ada. It's going well. So my Christmas is going well too. So it's actually, I'm in Japan, so my Christmas passed. So it's just me and Santa Claus hanging out on my Christmas break. Yeah, but if you want to, how'd your GAC and Christmas go? Grand Arena and Christmas. Let's get you healed up. Let's go ahead and whirlwind. Take you out. Let's take your turn meter. Get you to assist. It's alt. Ada? Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. What Grand Arena, where are you at? Are you in Kyber or Rhodium? Yeah, that's funny. So you're Erodium, yeah, I'm in Erodium too. I went the opposite way though. I went 9-0. Just because I go with a paper defense and all ships defense. So a heavy ships defense, and it went well. Okay, well if you if you post your ally code, I can take a look at your account and then maybe give you some pointers on. Yeah, yeah. Erodium is tough. It's a tough because it's just monster accounts that should probably be in Kyber that are just like ridiculous accounts. But I think most players that have monster accounts that are in Erodium usually just have they're not as active, or um, they just have some weaknesses that could be taken advantage of. But yeah, it's rough because I'm only a 7.5 million GP, which it's like two. I have two GLs and two GL ships. Um, yeah, sure. So once I'm done with this one, I'll look at your account and let's see what we can do. But yeah, I totally get it. I do think it 3v3 opens and closes some counters. So depending on what you see, you may or may not have the counter available. Because most of us make off meta counters for 5v5, and then it just doesn't turn out as well. This one reminds me of uh, the actually unlocking Ray event. It's like the same characters. Uh, Save the heal. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, TB is not the most engaging content, right? Do you even play your TB, or do you just like auto it? Everyone's inspired, so. Oh, you just display. Yeah. Yeah, it's just I normally like to stream Grand Arena, but there's no Grand Arena, so yeah, this is so I played it. I pretty much tried for the first time. Usually I just do the ship ones, just because they're worth good points. Like if you do ships, I think they're worth the effort compared to let's just get you out of here. So I think it's worth doing ships, but everything else is just like it's just a slog. Yeah, compared to like light side TB and dark side TB, these combat missions are definitely pretty lackluster. I was really surprised when they came out with this one, and I just saw how kind of like pointless they are, and it's all about just uh, just doing your deployments and the platoons. So you can be inspired a little. Cool. Easy day. So when you said your name is Ada, reminds me of my sister. So my sister's name, thank you. My sister's name is Megan. So it's spelled Magen, and the normal sound of that name is Megan. So Megan, and she's always like, my name is Megan, not Megan. It just reminded me of my sister. So here, let me collect this junk. All right. Let's go look at your account. See, yeah. All right, 673, 629, 276. Okay, that's interesting. So it doesn't look like Japanese kanji. What kind of characters are those? All right, let's look at your stats. 6.6 million, 3.6. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. It's yeah, Lady Ada. Yeah, I get it. Now that I actually take a harder look at your name, it's an yeah, it's just an interesting version of font. That's interesting. Yeah. So it yeah. Yeah, that font is nice. Yeah, cuz I was like is that some form of kanji, but it's just, you know, it's just the spelling of your name. All right. Galactic ships 2.9. All right, let's see what you got working on. Okay, so you have SOKR. Yeah, pretty solid. Do you usually put SOKR on defense or do you put them on offense? Okay, yeah. I do a similar thing with my SOKR too. I go with speed. I think I went with defense sets instead of health. But you could use whatever you have the best of because you just gotta put your best mods on. Yeah, solid. So I would say I know it's hard to find good crit damage arrows. But I think you can okay. Well, in threes, I don't know if you know this, but in threes, SOKR can pretty much like beat every GL. So I always take them on offense in threes, and I'll go over the once we're done looking at your account. I'll go over what how to do it, but pretty much with him, he's the Swiss Army knife of of GLs for threes because he can take out because a lot of people will look at my account or scout me and they'll place like I'll just throw JMK on the front wall and then or Lord Vader and you can't clear him. So I'll go against people who have, you know, 5 or 4 or 6 7 GLs and they'll throw a team that they think I just can't beat like JMK on the front wall and with just Daka and Zombie he can take out the hardest JMKs. So yeah, because on defense, like SOKR is it's very beatable unless you have and that's where when I first got into Erodium and I was kind of similar-ish GP to you, I had only SOKR and I threw him on my bottom wall and I lost like all my matches and then I would drop out of Erodium and then I would climb right back up and then drop and then climb. And then once I started going full offense, I just climbed straight out of Erodium, like just beat all my opponents. So it's something to think about. But yeah, I think this, excuse me, I think this crit damage arrow could be used on someone else if you have something with more speed. Just because if you look at his crit chance, it's already ridiculous. And if he has advantage, which he always does, he has 100% crit chance anyways. So, and yeah, his crit chance is 145%. I don't know if you're just making it like a crit avoidance arrow proof, but he doesn't need that crit chance, and you could use that arrow probably on someone else if you can find something with more. And then it's good that you have good offense here. Let's look at his overall damage. So the health is super solid, damage is solid, speeds are solid. So it's well modded. You can little nitpicking here. Yeah, I totally get it. It's hard to find crit damage. Um, good credit. Sometimes we just have bad luck. Like lately, for the last like I don't know 2 months or something, I've only been getting health diamonds, like only really fast health diamonds. So I made like 6 of them, like 20, 25, 26 speeds, and I just can't get anything else to roll well. But I could only roll good health diamonds. So I don't know. Yeah, sometimes it's just the luck. We just have bad luck, or protection mods for me, like speed with protection primaries. I have horrible luck rolling them. I don't know. It's just sometimes we just have bad luck. And crit damage. Luckily they made uh, the crosses and triangles more common. So as you get I wouldn't like try to work that mod more. I would leave it where it is. And then once if you get a better crit damage mod, then hey, throw it on there. But man, you R9 crew. Do you mind if I ask you what why you R9 crew? Like what was the like don't get me wrong. You can you know, you can do whatever you want with whatever you want. But this is an interesting R9. Oh, really? So you really like the sequel movies? Or so instead of speed, I actually have a crit avoidance arrow with my crew because usually we use him in the mirror match, and he'll usually get like knocked down because he has that health regen just by good crits. So I go with the crit avoidance arrow. I know most people like health, but personally I use a crit avoidance arrow. It's good that you have at least one defense set here. Uh, I wouldn't go defense primary for him. Health primaries will do a lot better with defense sets. So if you even took all these health mods, turn them into defense mods, and then with health primaries, that would probably do better with him. Yeah, you're like spoiling your crew. This is this is highly unnecessary of what you're doing with him. he's just a he's just the pre-tot that, hopefully survives but usually dies right away. So I don't think this is his I don't think he's changing any matchups or anything by being modded this way, because if you go against anything, he just dies first. So yeah, but yeah, good mods. Good mods on crew. I wouldn't yeah. I wouldn't have gone that much. Oh, you got Ray up and running? So Ray is good. Ray is good. So I honestly I don't think you have Ben, right? No, you don't. So I'm sure you're working on him. That proving ground is very easy, but I take her and crew on off or her and SOK on offense, and I'm able to beat my opponents, full clear them on offense. Oh, you have Bad Batch, cool. So yeah, so I would say nice, nice. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that SLKR can beat all the proving grounds. So as a first GL, that was a solid choice. Are you do you have Leviathan? Are you working towards Leviathan? So your ships. Okay, yeah, your ships upset me. Your ships greatly upset me. I'm deeply disturbed. Deeply disturbed. We were having such a great time. We were having such a great such a great bond here with our Rays and our SOKR and your great mods. But then these ships are very sad. They sadden me. You don't. So with so this is how it works in Grand Arena, and you can do whatever you want. But this was my thought process. No, I know executors are very easy. So with I'm sure you're able to take out executors with your finalizer, um, just fine. But you can get your Chimera up and running too, and yeah, we'll go over that later. But this was my thought process because you're going against these monster accounts in Erodium, right? Because they're all massive. They're all 8 million plus 9 million. They have 5 GLs, 4 GLs, 8 GLs. And it's a slog in Erodium. They are like massive accounts. Um, but you have to divide your ground game by defense and offense, and they have to divide their ground game by defense and offense. Um, so where I and the reason I'm climbed out of Erodium, went 9-0, have no issues in Erodium, is because usually they're lacking something, and that something is usually ships. So I don't have to set a good ground defense. I set like a paper defense, and then I go full on. I have Leviathan and Executor with triple attacker Executor on defense, and they can't. Hey, Raptor Savage, how's it going? So I'm doing account reviews. So if you want, you can post your details, and then I'll review your account as well. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. But in Erodium, if you want, you can continue doing what you're doing. And as you naturally build your account, Lady Ada, um, you're gonna climb naturally, and it just depends on how fast you want to climb. So if you want to get out of Erodium or maintain Erodium or get into Kyber, then I would say you should focus on your ships, and then because you can't out GP these massive accounts. Well, you can, but it's going to take you a very long time. So you're going to pretty much have to get on par with them and just beat them through your mod advantage, which it will take a long time. Or you can build smart counters. That's also a possibility. But they're going to be able to full clear you because they're going to have all of their GLs as well. And with your weak ships, you're not going to have. It's going to be an efficiency battle, which is also very difficult. So it's up to you on what you want to do or what your strategy you want to be is. But if you're looking for a good way to climb out of Erodium, then having just 2 GL level ships, and you don't have to go for Leviathan. You can go for Executor or Profundity, and then go for whatever the next GL ship is next year, and then that'll suffice. You'll be fine, and then you'll be able to do better and get better. And also you're not maximizing your fleet crystal income. Yeah. So an Executor, if you do it right, can counter Leviathans as well. So you should be able to clear your get first in your fleet arena and get that income. The hard part about that is as an Executor, if your fleet shard is established, you're gonna get knocked back down, and then you have to clear. Yeah. So the problem with your fleet shard is unless you're a threat, they're not willing to like play ball for you. And then if you were in my fleet shard, um, you wouldn't be top 50. So you would be, I don't know, like you'd be like somewhere from 100 to 50. And my fleet shard is older, but you wouldn't be able to even compete. Like yeah, you can counter Executors, but there's no way you would be earning even any crystal income in my shard. And it's not until oh, okay, yeah. So it's not unless you're an actual like threat and you have something that they actually care about that they're willing to like play ball with you, because no one cares in a fleet arena shard until you become a threat. So the second you start taking income from people, then they're willing to like play ball with you. And it's easier to play nice with people in your fleet arena shard than to be that person that just like knocks everyone out. And you can be that person. And if they don't want to play ball, then that's what you got to do. You just got to be as aggressive as you can and just kind of just knock everyone out and keep your placement no matter what. And if you get attacked, you attack them back. And if it costs you crystals, then you do that. And then sooner or later they'll want to bring you into the fold, because then you're just you're making it difficult for them. Okay. Yeah, it's again like each shard is different. Some people do, some people don't. But are you working? Are you building your sets right now for? Oh, ugh. So I get you don't so you probably don't have what you need because it seems like you're having trouble with your crosses and your diamonds. So I would say just don't force it. Don't force it. So I would do mod refreshes on new mods. And what I did was I just do 3 days um 3 days offense, 3 days speed, and then I do all my refreshes on actual the slicing materials. You can do it whatever way you want, whatever way you build your mods, but you need to get like more mods into your account because you need a greater chance because you just need you're lacking the mod depth because it seems like you have good mods and you know how to slice them, but you're working on like really weak mods here and wasting slicing materials because you just don't have what you need. And to get what you need to farm more mods so that you have the greater potential of hitting those minimum speed that you need on the specific mods that you need. And it's going to take time. Like you're not going to fix these right away. And I don't specifically like mod one character and fix one mod at a time like some people do. I just farm good mods and then I equip them where they need to be. And if you kind of change towards that mods mindset, you'll find better mods than trying to search for ones that you need, and then you're losing out on the potential of great mods that you're hitting that you have the potential for, focusing on the ones and trying to force something that just isn't going to happen. Because if you try to force it, you end up with stuff like this where you over invested in your mods. And this one, like, yeah, it's a 12 speed on 2 hits, and it breaks my heart that it didn't hit speed, right? And you probably tried to like recalibrate it and it just didn't get where it needed to be because the potential on this was like excellent, right? Super choice. Um, but I wouldn't have taken this one past maybe because it was a 12 speed 2 hit. I probably would have took it to like 5A, but I wouldn't have six dot it. Like it it just doesn't like wasted a lot of material in this and it didn't pay out because you're trying to force something. So I would say like, hey, for your mods, just go with start building a more mods into your account. Go with those refreshes. Don't worry about the slicing material right now. Just get as many as you can. Um, and then once you have ones that have potential, start working them. Because most of my, or a lot of my good mods just started as gray mods. They were just gray mods, and I just did what I normally do for my mods, and I built up a large quantity of mods that have potential, and I work those rather than like saying, oh, I need I need a good health set with or offense set that has a or for Ray you want a health primary with a good offense and speed secondary. And the honestly for something like this, if it had offense, like if this was 5 hits on offense, I would have no or if this was a health primary with 12 speed with 5 hits on offense, I would have no problem with this mod, because Ray wants health, offense, and then speed as a third primary focus. So you gotta hit those. You need offense, you need speed, and you need offense and you need health. And it's hard for me to see where you're at because she's still 6 dots, so she's not relic yet. So who knows where your stats would be at like R7, 8, 9, wherever you're gonna take her. Um, but just get that mod inventory depth going, and then I'm sure you're gonna place all your Zetas when you get them. I get them. We're all Zeta poor. No, no. So legend tokens. There's the event coming. I'll show you here in a second when I review your account. Yeah. So I would like these mods are fine where they are. Um, this one you could take to 6 dot if you need. But again, you want for her to have offense or health primary, offense secondary, and then some speed. And the best speed you can get, like then that's what you can get. But that's what she needs. She needs offense, she needs health. And even like there's some threat to having a slow Ray, because that's can lead to a timeout if you have a lot of health you have a lot of offense, then boom, she's slow. She's gonna hit her benchmarks. She's gonna ult. She's gonna hit damage immunity, and then you're building her for that to survive against Star Killer. So that would be my recommendation. You don't have to go. So the greatest, it's a lot easier to hit um, secondaries on offense. So you can even get close to 8.5 with secondaries for Ray. So I try to aim above 5% for her. So health primary with 5% offense and some speed, and that's what your goal is for Ray for all these. So as you like build more mods in your inventory, you may see a mod that has that potential to have a health primary, some good speed, and some good offense, and that's what you go all in on and try to get those up and running. But these are fine. You can like this one, I wouldn't take this to 6 dot. Just because it doesn't have health and it doesn't have high speed. I would leave it how it is, and then as you're building more mods, just continue to work on this. But that's my recommendation for that. All right, let's look at all your. All right, Echo. Do you have the whole Bad Batch running? 360 speed, excellent, Echo, excellent. So again, you have the mod depth, but as you're focusing on these, don't force mods just because you have good mods. But it looks like you just try to focus or force the ones for the characters you need, and then that's hurting you overall. Commander Ahsoka, excellent. What do you do with your Commander Ahsoka? Are you just going to use her with Rey, or do you have a team for her? Do you use the Padme counter? Yeah, excellent. Let's look at your Bad Batch. I'm interested. So, since you have Bad Batch, you have a unique opportunity here. Yeah. So you have a unique opportunity here to really boost your ships. And I think you know where I'm going with this. Is your negotiator. You need to get your negotiator up and running because you have that Bad Batch. You can get the Marauder, and that could be your Leviathan counter. Yeah, Cat is a super powerful character. So yeah, you need to farm this up. You have Bad Batch, you have the Marauder. All you need are stars, relic up Anakin, and get this fleet up and running. This could be your counter to Leviathan. This could be your way to climb up in Fleet Arena. This could get you some super solid holds if you put the Marauder with Negotiator on defense, if that's what you want. But this could be your pathway. If you get that Executor, you take this Negotiator with Marauder, and you take that Finalizer, and you will be able to clear most fleets. You'll have some trouble with profundities, but you don't see a lot of profundities on defense. Even if people have them, they usually take profundity on offense. So, but this could be your way. You can put it as your, because you just have to start slow farming these ships. So just start slow farming them. The Negotiator with Marauder, you already have the hard part, which is Bad Batch. Just start, farming these stars on these ships, get them up and running, and this will be like a great benefit to your account. But this is an excellent team. I'm sure this does great work for you. Yeah, I do really like your account. I do. I know I sound like a negative Nancy here, but you have a lot of great things here. You build all your conquest characters up. It looks like you have good off meta counters. Did you buy the Phoenix pack? Excuse me. Wow, you're super generous with your R9s. You're like the R9 queen of just handing them out. I like it. I really do. I think you play the game the way you like, and you farm what you genuinely like and what you have a connection to, because that's what's so great about this game is you're building a connection with these characters that we love. So you're a big fan of Rebels, but that's what I love. That's what I love about this game. You can really build that connection. You can build that connection with those characters that you love to watch, and that's what makes this game great and different, because there's tons of hero collectors out there, but building that connection and building those characters that you love and you want to to use, then hey, I'm sure this does great work for you as well. Let's look at the mods on Rex. Yeah, 305, not bad. Yeah, great. I really do like your account. I do. But the only thing I would have to say is like, hey, don't force those mods. Farm your ships. If you get your ships up and running, and I get it, it's a slog. No one likes it. And you can't ruminate on it. If you think too hard about like your ships, like just when you farm hard modes, just farm at least 2 hard node ships a day, and then in the background, and then you'll farm them sooner or later. Because no one likes it. No one likes to farm ships. Everyone wants to ignore them. But you have to build them. Yeah, good mods. Speed. So if you have a good offense primary with good secondary speed, you can put that on him. I get you want to probably keep him at above 300. I have this thing too where I just like to keep my characters above 300 if I can. So I have mine modded similarly. I'm at 300 because they act close to yeah, you can keep those mods. Don't ever get rid of a 6-dot mod, because those are decent mods. I would probably once you're done with them on Ray, I would just throw them on someone who doesn't need speed as much, such as like a Dark Trooper, because he would love a mod like that. You can't, yeah. So your Dark Trooper, once you're done with those mods for Ray and you found health primaries, just throw him on your Dark Trooper over here, because he would love those mods. Yeah, so for Grievous doesn't need speed either. He needs the health primaries because that's his damage. So yeah, well it's fine. It's fine. He just needs offense. So if you just throw on offense primaries, so you could 6-dot this one, honestly. This one's a prime candidate for 6-star dotting, and usually for a mod like this. So 14 is my minimum. I'll take them to if it's something I really need, maybe 13, but 14 is the minimum I do for taking them to 6-dot, and then I'll hit them twice. So I'll take them to, what is that, 6C until they're blue. So I'll take them to blue, because that's like pretty cheap. And then I'll calibrate them twice at most, and if it doesn't hit speed again to have four hits on speed, I won't take them to 6B or 6A because they're not worth it. For my 6B and 6A, I'm looking to hit my fifth, and it has to have high potential. So it has to have the potential to hit at least 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Like it has to have that potential. Otherwise, it's not worth taking up there. And I just leave them at 6C, just because you can get those easier. But the slicing materials, especially for the higher slice mods, I get that passively. I don't farm them, so I'm selective with what I slice up to 6A. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with this. Like I'm sure he does. I have a not super great modded Dark Trooper because at R5, he doesn't have to have speed. He just has to have offense. And I'm sure with your Imperial Troopers, he's doing everything you need him to do with you, even at R5. Yeah. So once you get Piet up and running, I would get Range Trooper up and running too, because once you start working on Executor and you R8 Piet, I would work on the stars on Range Trooper, because if you just get that to 7 stars, you're going to be able to complete CT3 for both their assault battles with where your Dark Trooper is and what you're going to invest in Piet, and then you just need your Range Trooper up and running. You can use any other one. You can use Gideon or Stark for the 5th. On both their assault battles. CT3 on the 2 Imperial assault battles, the one with Ewoks and Rebels. So Imperial Troopers can do CT3 for both of those. So once you get your Admiral Piet where he needs to be for, oh, you've done them already? Okay. So would you use bounty hunters and okay, yeah, cool. Then you don't have to worry about it. Most players don't have those done, so Imperial Troopers are just an easy way of doing it. Wow, you use these bounty hunters to do CT3? That's amazing. I've never seen that before. I've seen Jabba be able to do CT3 for the Rebel Roundup, but I've never seen low gear bounty hunters. Yeah, good for you. Wow, excellent. I'm sure it was your mods that just carried you through because you have some excellent mods in this account. Do you have the? What do you have for the Mandalorians to go with Maul? Okay, yeah, Gar Saxon and Imperial Super Commando. Is that what you use with your Maul? Or do you yeah, because I know Gar Saxon Imperial Super Commando. This team right here, Full Dark Side, can do a lot of great work. Even can take out some Galactic Legends. I'm sure you have. Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't. If I had your account, I would take them. Yeah. So this is excellent, excellent. Um, yeah, this is good. Maul's good. Have you been able to get some lucky kills with on some GLs? Because I know they can burn down a GL really quickly, uh, if you can get the turns going. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure this did some great work for you, because with Imperial Super Commando, the enemies just melt. They just melt. Even if you get like a lucky counter, if they go straight for Imperial Super Commando, you can do some great works here. So all in all, I just want to say this: like, hey, you have an excellent account. Um, I think you should refine your strategy on to climb out of Erodium, and you just have to have a good strategy. Whether you're going to go for efficiency and off meta counters, that's totally that's totally fine too. Once you get Ben and Ray, even if I think you get Ben and Ray up and running, you can put her on that bottom front wall, and it's called the Ray and Pray, and you can and she can hold for you, and they can throw their whole team, and if they mess up their counters, then that could be enough just for you to hold. So once you get Ray and Ben up and running, you can do the Ray and Pray, put her on your front wall, and then build a strong offense and go heavy into that. And because if you hold the bottom wall, it doesn't matter if they clear your ships. The person who clears the bottom zone wins. So if you can clear their bottom two and you hold your front bottom wall, then they can't win. It's impossible unless you just like really do horrible on those. But it looks like you have the speed and the account to really do some good work. So that would be my advice. Hey, but you're gonna have to build some better mods. But I would just get some more offense and speed mods in here, and stop trying to like force them through. Just find the ones that have the potential and work on those, and just work on your mods overall, and then you'll find the ones for Ray when you find them. And if you try to focus them, you're just gonna have like subpar mods that you're just gonna have to rip away anyways. And if you want to, you could build like subpar 6-dot mods on Ray just initially, that have like offense primaries, and then when you find the good ones that you're gonna keep, just put them on Dark Trooper, because Dark Trooper doesn't need speed, and if you have mods that have like 10, 12, 13 speed, then that's more than enough for Dark Trooper. And then he just needs those offense primaries. So you can do that too, just as a stopgap as you're building better mods for Ray. Just go with like a budget one. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, but I would say like, hey, don't force them. Just find the ones that work. Start farming the stars on your ships, please. Please, 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 please. Start farming those ships. It only takes a few energy. You have an extensive account. Your characters are good. I'm not sure what hard node farms you're doing right now, but like just farm the stars. Yeah, that defender does some work. Even with the gear 12 Iden, that defender can take out. Because I'm clearing actual Leviathans right now with just like a gear 8 TIE interceptor and a gear 12 Iden. So I can't clear I can't clear a 7-star Leviathan, but a 6-star and below, I can take it out enough that it's clean upable. Maybe 7 stars if I'm lucky, but I just don't have the scythe yet, so that's what's stopping me from that counter. But if you have but if you just get this negotiator up and running and get the relics on them onto Anakin and General Kenobi, and then you can even 7-star Leviathans, you can reliably 2-shot them with this. Maybe even 1-shot if you get lucky. And even at the stars where Marauder is right now, this is a fully functional ship. Of course, you have to like get get it to 6 stars, but at 6 stars, you can upgrade all its abilities. So that's my recommendation. Hey, work on your ships. It takes a long time, right? Like it's just a grind. They're slow. Do 2 out of a time. Yeah, Sith Empire. I love Sith Empire. I have mine built up. Even sometimes I can turn them into 3 ships. Or I'm sorry, 3 teams, depending on what my enemy sets on defense. Because you have Malgus, you have the Darth Revan, and you have Malak. So Malak can do a solo. Malgus can sometimes do a solo, but I like to take Talon with him. And then Revan and Bastila, even with like Set and Marauder and whatever else you have, can do some really great work. All right, let's look at your Revan. So Revan, in my opinion, wants some survivability. Yeah, health, good. Offense, good. Crit damage. Oh yeah, here you go again, forcing these crit damage ones. Yeah, you're right. You just have horrible luck. Look at the potential for this mod. The potential for these mods are so high. You're getting like, I don't know if you're buying these mods. Are you buying these mods out of the shop? Because that they have 6, they're starting off with 6? Because this looks like a mod you bought out of the shop, right? No, there's nothing wrong. I wouldn't have even commented on that. My Darth Revan has a 4 speed and 2 crit damage. The secondaries for Revan don't matter. He just wants speed and survivability. And if you have the primaries where you need, so let's look at his speed. Yeah, 323. That's fine. It's not the fastest. Mine I have like 351, and that's unnecessarily fast when I have Malgus. So yours is closer where you should be. No. It doesn't matter. You could like this. This is don't get me wrong. This is a fantastic mod. Like this mod is amazing. This is actually an amazing mod. And is it where it needs to be for you? Maybe you just need the speed. But if you can find just another diamond with speed on it, you can throw this mod on Malak. You can throw this mod on CLS, on Chewbacca, Chewpio. Like this is a mod where I would want it on my CLS team because they want high speed, they want high tenacity. Or even if you get Jabba, this would be a fantastic mod for Jabba. So you can save this mod for once you get Jabba, because this would be an excellent mod for him. Like 5% tenacity and 25 speed. Chef's kiss, right? Chef's kiss. But there's nothing wrong with you just want speed. And again, this is a fantastic mod. So you could save these 2 ones for Jabba, and then you'll just find like a speed set with the tenacity primary on it for Jabba, and then you're set, and you just need to worry about his normal speed sets. So if you want to keep this here, keep it. It's doing its job, because Darth Revan just needs... yeah, no, it doesn't matter. Like you can do whatever you want because this isn't moving the needle on his tenacity. Yeah, he is 92%, but he's gonna get all those stacks and of what do you call it? Whatever he has. I forgot what it was called. His enraged thing. I forget. But he's gonna get those ferocity. He's gonna get his stacks of ferocity, and then his tenacity is gonna drop anyways. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you would have any set. It doesn't have to match. You happen to have a matching set on there. Who cares? They have high speed. You want high speed on Darth Revan, and his speed is great. So what you're doing here is fine. I would just say when you're starting to get close to Java, you're gonna want those mods for Java. So have a plan of what speed mods you're gonna replace. So as you like are just building sets, then yeah. So I have broken sets all the time. It doesn't matter. Some need the secondary sets. Most don't. So it's not a big deal. So there's nothing wrong with your Revan. Your Revan is perfectly fine right now. It's doing what you need to do. But just keep in mind, once you do start farming Java and you get close to unlocking them, you are going to want those mods for them because those are excellent, excellent, excellent Java mods. So just have a plan of like what you're going to replace because you don't want to like just give Revan, crap mods. So if you have that in your mind, save somewhere that hey, you're gonna rip those off for Java, and you just have them there in the meantime. Or even if you want to like bump up your CLS, you can do that. But those are excellent mods, and there's nothing wrong with them. Yeah, all health here. The speed's good. All I hope you have all health primaries. Yep. Health primary, health primary, health primary, health primary. Any health here? Yeah, 6% health. 6% health. Yeah, these are fantastic. And even if you wanted to, I would honestly rip these off for once you get your Ray up and running, I would rip these off for Ray. This one and that one. Maybe. It doesn't have the yeah, so this one definitely. I would take this one and give it to Ray. Malgus doesn't need the offense. And you can find a suitable one for Malgus, even if it has a little bit of health. Of course, you want him to do that dunk. You want him dunking on people and doing great damage. But this is, I would, yeah. Let's see if any of these health can go. So these are great mods for no complaints here. Yeah. So, but this one I would give to Ray. Honestly, this is perfect for Ray. This is what you're looking for and what I was talking about, like offense with a high secondary of either health or primary, or for the other ones you want ideally health. Yeah, so I would say this mod is screaming Ray. Just take it off Malgus, put it on Ray. Find another square. I'm sure you have tons of squares that you can put on Malgus because we just have a lot of health ones, but it's hard to get one that's like that perfect for Ray. But my recommendation, you can find a new mod for Malgus easier. Because Malgus doesn't need as much speed as you have on him. It's good that mine's like in the 260s. But it's great that you have, but his leader is going to give him so much with his Omicron. Like he gets so much speed. And then if you throw Traya with it, or not Traya, yeah, Malgus is good. But sometimes pride is a double-edged sword, right? So pride can lead to great change and have you change, but pride can hold you back. So don't let that pride hold you back from the potential of your overall account, because you have to build your account for what's best overall, not just like what's best for this one character. So my recommendation, hey, just take that, because it's one. You can find a good replacement for it. I believe in your modding ability that you can find a decent replace. But if it has a little bit slower, because it's just offense, and as long as it's not health, like it's not a big deal. So if you can find something with like decent health secondaries as a health mod, and even if it's not, just put a 5-dot mod on there. It's not the biggest deal in the world until you can find a suitable mod. But you need to get that Ray up and running. Yeah, sure. Let me I'll have to scroll up to see your Sorry, Raptor. I hope you're learning something from here, but I'm gonna get to your account as soon as I can. I just so I like to be thorough with my reviews, because if I just look in and I'm like, oh great, you got some GLs, you got some ships, you got some mods, keep it up. I don't think that gives much value to people. And, it's not like I have like thousands or hundreds of viewers. I would much rather be thorough with everyone and give them whatever insights I have so that people can gain something of value from what I have to say rather than jumping in and just being very top of the waves with it because I would rather just go more in depth and give everyone the attention that they deserve than just not give someone the what advice I have that could actually give them some good advice. So that's just my philosophy here. So you said you made some changes. I don't think you changed Malgus. Yep. It looks like you didn't change any of your Sith Empire. If you want to tell me what you changed, so I don't have to, I don't have to start guessing. That'd be great. These are good. Potency, yeah. So good on you. So 2 speed on. I would hit this one more time. So if I have a good mod and it has good, uh, good primary and it has good secondaries, and it has 10 speed on a blue mod, I'll hit it once to purple to see if I can hit it. And if I don't hit it one more time for speed, I don't work on it anymore. I don't take them to 5A, but you can take this to 5B or 5B, if it has 10 speed and see if you hit where you need to hit because this has potential to be a good mod for what you need. Health, yeah. So again, I don't know why you took this one to 6B. Um, it has good, probably because it has good secondaries, and you're kind of struggling. Uh, there's nothing wrong with taking Bastila for survivability. I think I have a crit damage on her, but did you misclick hit this one like 4 times? Because I wouldn't have taken this one past I wouldn't have taken this one past 5B. But sometimes it is what it is. I think you struggle with your diamonds, or your triangles. You struggle with your triangles, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I would say like, hey, just like I kept saying it, like just get the mod volume in there and try to work on the triangles that have the potential, and don't try to don't try to force the ones that aren't don't need to be forced, right? So I would say, yeah, excellent mod. This one, chef's kiss, right? 25 speed. 25 speed's a great benchmark. Um, 5% potency, some survivability. This is an excellent mod. You didn't take it to 6A unnecessarily. If you hit 5 speed, don't hit it. The only time I take a mod to 6A is if I'm trying to hit 5 speed or if I'm trying to hit those secondaries on GLs. So I think having 6As on GLs is fine because if you can get that offense and survivability or whatever secondary. So if it's like perfect mods and you're taking them 6A for a GL, hey, do it. They deserve it. They rate it. But just normal mods like this one, I wouldn't take higher than it is because it doesn't have that potential for greatness. It's fine where it is. It's fine that you took it to 4 hits and maybe you got hit the speed on the last one and it was like a 12 and you forced it to 17 or something, or maybe it like hit 3 and it was a 14. But this doesn't have the potential to be like a great mod. It's just an okay mod. So leave it where it's at. Yeah. So leave. It's fine. You worked it. Hey, sometimes we just need mods, or we don't have the volume, or we this is like the bottom of the barrel what we have for right now, or maybe you're just trying to like force something because you needed it for there. But if to stop that is to just work on mods. Don't force the ones that you need. And sometimes you can the way I force mods that I need is I'll usually take my grays to level 9. I'll take all my grays to level 9 and I'll see what I can work. But if it has the primary I need, or the and it's for the mod set I need, I'll take them to 12 on the off chance that they'll hit like a 4 or 5 speed, and then I can work on it from there. But that's the only forcing I do, is trying to force, and that's cheap, right? It's just credits. But you kind of have to balance and just build good mods in your account and then you'll find homes for them. And as you like keep building your mod volume, then you'll get them where they need. Well, I'm not too worried, honestly. So did you have any other questions on your Sith Empire? I would say this. Is this a functional Sith Empire team on defense? Yeah, Sith Assassin helps with the helps is the best percentage of hold against gas, and a lot of people like to use gas to counter Malgus. And so what you have right here is the perfect defense for holding on for holding against what do you call it, against gas. So this team is fine. Your relics are low. I'd keep relic 3 on Bastila Shan. You can keep Darth Revan and Darth Malak. Maybe they deserve 5. Yeah, so this is a functional team. This is a very functional team. What you have, you probably throw this on defense, right? I imagine you, because Malgus is a very strong defensive team. As you start climbing higher, or if you notice he's not getting hold for you, or if you switch to a all offense or more offense based, then if you take up Sith Marauder and Sith Empire Trooper, that'll give you the flexibility to have turn this into 2 or 3 teams, because Darth Revan doesn't need Malgus to do work. Darth Revan can take out pretty much every non-GL-ish team under gas. So by himself without Malgus. So what I do is especially in 3s, I split my Malgus, I split my Revan, and then I use Malak for solos. I wouldn't work on Assassin until you're actually going for Leviathan. If you're going for a Leviathan, then take Sith Assassin to R5. But what's more important for Sith Assassin, and what you could actually get more value out of right now, is if you relicked up your Sith Marauder, because the Sith Bomber is really strong. And even if you get all those Sith ships, you can throw it under a lead, like a Chimera lead or something, and put that on defense. And that is a very, very, very difficult ship to take out. Not everything takes it out, because it has the survivability of Leviathan, just doesn't have the, all the bells and whistles. But it's still a very functional fleet if you have all the Sith ships up and running. So, but Sith Marauder is the base. That's the foundation. Sith Marauder, I don't have C, but I have an R7 Sith Marauder because I have Leviathan. So if you're looking at and Sith Marauder does great damage. He has great survivability, his health ramps. So he's very good. Even if I was taking it on offense, I would rather Sith Marauder than Sith Assassin. It's just Sith Assassin is better on defense because it has a better hold against gas, because she pumps turn meter to the team. But if I'm taking it on offense, like Sith Marauder, Darth Revan, Bastila Shan Fallen, Darth Malak, great. Darth Malgus, Sith Marauder, great team. And I usually, when I take out Marauder from my Sith Empire or Malgus, I put in Set, just to be that tank. Yeah, so Sith Assassin, this is a very functional team. Leave this where it is fine. You can throw it on defense. It's going to do a lot of good work from you. If you see that they have just tons of GLs and they're just going to power through you, and you need that extra offensive power, don't feel bad taking Darth Malgus on offense. I take Malgus on offense. I take all my Sith Empire on offense, because that's 3 functional teams. Darth Malak right now can solo Padmes. So if you have a Padme on the enemy team, Darth Malak, where he is right now, can solo what do you call it, a Padme team. So that could be functionally, especially in 3s, this could be 3 functional teams for you. Yeah, I use Jedi Knight Revan for a bunch of different things, but if someone is foolish enough to put Padme on defense, I'm going to solo it with Malak, because that's 59 banners. Yeah, because Revan can lose to Padme too, right? It's not 100% guaranteed win. Revan, if you get bad RNG, can lose to Padme. But Malak is a guaranteed 59 banners against Padme. I've never lost. So I've never lost a Malak one, and that's 59 banners to 57 banners. And then that saves your Revan for something else that you can use. So, something to think about. Yeah. So, but this Sith Empire, your Sith Emperor's fine. The mods are fine. Sooner or later, you're gonna rip those tenacity mods off Revan because they're fantastic tenacity mods. It's very difficult to, because essentially what you have there is you have the unicorns of tenacity mods, right? You have the high tenacity, high speeds on a tenacity main, on a tenacity set. So it's, you have like unicorn mods on Revan. So sooner or later, those mods are better than speed mods. Those are unicorn mods, and you're gonna want them to be where they need to be. But right now, perfectly functional where they are. Just let's look at your yeah. So your account has a lot of potential. You're like you're on the precipice of greatness, right? You're standing on the edge, and greatness. No, no problem. I'm in the Marines, so I've served 16 years in the Marines. So getting close to retirement, 4 years away. Um, I know I know in like the normal world, I don't look like I'm a geriatric, but in the Marines, I'm ancient. You know, I'm like, oh, I'm the old man. It's because everyone's like 18 to 24 years old, and I'm 34. So I'm in a and I got city miles. I don't know if you know the term city miles. Anyone know that term? Let's look at your Galactic Legends. So city miles is like if you drive your car in the city instead of freeway, then it just does more wear and tear. So when you drive in a city, you do more wear and tear. So if you have like a mile with a let's say two 300 kilometers or something on your car, since you're not American and you probably use the metric system. So if you have a car with like let's say 250 kilometers on it, if you have 250 kilometers of driving on like the expressways or freeways, then you know your car may be in better shape. But if you have 250 kilometers of like driving in a city where you're constantly stopping, accelerating, that does more wear and tear on the car, and so it's just like in a worse condition. So because I have 16 years in the military, I have city miles on my body. So you know, I'm 34, but I have them city miles on me. No, I joined when I was 18 years old. I joined like 2 months after I graduated high school, and just like have been living my life for the last 16-ish years. So, all right. So this is not great. So I imagine this mod you ripped off your Grievous, right? Yeah. um, yeah. So an accident. Yeah, your internet went bad, and then you just it kept clicking. You maybe you had an auto clicker for your bronzium. You're collecting your bronzium packs in some way. It made its way into this mod, and it just like kept upgrading all the way. That's fine. This is fine. Like again, um, you don't need like Ray doesn't need fantastic mods right away. Just as you because you're looking for unicorn mods for Ray too. You're looking for those health and offense sets that have health primaries and good secondaries on offense and good speed as well. And those take time to build. You know, building unicorn mods take time, and just finding the primaries you need is fine. And if you go with I would say if you just give her health, just go with health primaries. So take out these offense primary ones. If you, yeah, just give her this, like I would switch this mod and Malgus's mod. So give her Malgus mod, not right now, once she's Relic. Give her Malgus's mod here. But find mods that just have a, even like maybe your Grievous mods or something. Just find mods that have um, offense primary that are 6 dot in your account that are offense sets or health sets, and then just go with that. Go health, have her be slow. That's fine. And she's just like a timeout threat. So right, so that's all you're building is a timeout threat. No, this isn't perfect for mod for her. Um, so it has you're looking for more health. So with the way you're building is, you need more health. So, and you're just going to build a slow Ray. You're going to build a very tanky Ray. So you're going to go all health, a little slow, and then she's going to be a timeout threat. And that's how you're going to win with her on defense. Um, and just swap it out. But this doesn't have enough offense, or it doesn't have enough health for it to be good. Like on paper, this is okay, but 1% health is nothing great. You want like for secondaries for a GL, you want like 5% or higher. So this is fine, but that Malgus one is perfect for her where it is. Like Malgus's is amazing. This one is okay. Give the okay one to Malgus. Give the amazing one to Ray. Ray is a better character than Malgus. My Ray takes out Malgus's squads easy without any problems. I could take out any Malgus with a Ray, without Ben. Without Ben. So Ray is just the better character. Put the better mods on the better character. She's a GL. Yeah, and then while you don't have the mods, give this one to Dark Trooper, and just find health ones. If you don't have a good health one for this one, then that's fine as well. Just go with it, okay? But that's my recommendation is find a good health primary for this triangle, and then a health primaries with a 6 dot for her that are the right set, offense and health. Or you could, if you only have health ones, you can go all health right now until you build that offense set that's good. But just have her be a timeout threat and then do what you need to do. Yeah, yeah. So you can message me on. So in my link here in my description, I have my YouTube. If you just like subscribe to me there and then you message me on YouTube, I'll check on your account. I'm very active, so I would even give you a private video, or I would make a video for your account again. So if you have your Ray ready, just subscribe over there, send me a message on YouTube, and then I'll take a look at your account again, okay? Because my hours here are very weird because I'm in Japan, so I have like a full-time job, right? So I um, can't always like respond to people, or I'm not always streaming on here. But if you message me on YouTube, I'll get to your account and give you a roster review. Okay. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for this account. Do you have any more? Uh, so for this, Wampa needs more sort of. Yeah. Take. All right. So Wampa needs more survivability. You need to take this one, and give it to someone else. Like this is a fantastic. This is a perfect mod for Malik or anyone who needs protection and tenacity. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know how you're juicing up your mods to like fantastic level on these tenacity mods. Yeah. So you need health on Wampa. You would like tenacity on Wampa. So you like tenacity, but you need health. So please put a health primary. Yeah, put a health. This is perfect for other people. You can use this for CLS. You can use this for 3PO and 2PO. You can use this for. This is a perfect mod for Chewbacca. These are perfect like CLS mods. They're perfect for Malik. But this is not a perfect mod for Wampa. Like Wampa needs health primaries. So take this mod, give it to someone else, give them a health primary. Take this mod, give them to someone else, put a health primary. You already have a tenacity primary. So Wampa starts with 100% tenacity. So if you have, and he just, all you have to do, and the only thing Wampa needs tenacity for is to counter Iden. That's it. And even right now with Iden's like offense cron, Wampa doesn't even counter Iden, usually. But where you're at, you probably aren't messing with those. But like you don't need all that tenacity on them, but you absolutely need more health on your Wampa. Your Wampa needs to, yeah, you'll see Iden, but you're not seeing like perfectly modded with a offense datacron Iden, because Erodium players usually don't have datacrons like that. So, but your Wampa needs more health. So please, please take this mod, give it to someone else, anyone else. Hey, it's a 32 speed mod, health. This mod can universally go to almost any other character in the game. Take this one, look at your CLS, look at team, look at your Malik, find a new home for this one, because this is unnecessary. You don't need it here. Put a health primary on here, put a health primary on here. And then it's fine having a tenacity primary here on here. That's perfectly fine. You don't have to change that. Yeah. Finalizer, you get 10 shards. 10 shards. But the finalizer event happens twice a month, so you get 20 shards a month for finalizer. So you have 20. All the other finalizer and Radis is the only ship event that happens twice. So you get up to 20 shards of those a month, but you'll get 10 shards of every other capital ship in the game. Yeah, you will. So please switch those out. You need health on Wampa. You need it. You need it. Everything else is fine, but switch the arrow, switch the circle. Just health primary is fine. 6-dot it, and then move on with your life. And Wampa will be functional for, until you hit the Kyber one or something. And even then, it's still a good cleanup. But your tenacity, because Wampa ramps tenacity too. Every time she roars, that's 40% tenacity, and you're sacrificing the wrong things for the wrong things. What is it? It's 50. I'd have to see. I don't know off the top of my head. But for finalizer, the event gives you 4 stars. Yeah, so Wampa will ramp tenacity. You don't need this much. Like I said, you like tenacity on Wampa for that Iden encounter. And she gains 100% and then she ramps. And the reason is because Iden will take her turn first before Wampa. She'll try to stun, and if Wampa gets stunned, then usually you'll lose the counter because she won't have enough time to get back to her turn by being lapped twice, maybe 3 times. So, but you need that health. You need it. So put health primaries here, and then find that's an awesome mod. Those are good mods. Find them somewhere else. Yeah. Placeholders are fine. Because pretty much at R5 where you're at for Wampa's going to do work for you anyways, right? Wampa's, even that little bit of health is going to help your counters. But find a new home for those. But that's my recommendations here. Excellent account. Just keep grinding. Yeah, those are the mods you ripped off. You don't have to 6-dot Grievous mods until Grievous is at relics. So you can put trash health 5-dot health mods as health primaries for Grievous until you get Grievous into relics. Grievous isn't going to do anything for you anyways, because a G12 Grievous isn't going to do work. Do you know this Traya could actually, even where she's at, she can counter JMLs. So if you take your Sith, this Traya can counter Jedi Master Luke's for you, even where you're at. So if you take your R7 Darth Vader, you take your G12 Darth Traya, your G12 Savage Opress with the other Sith trio, that JML or that Traya can counter JMLs. It would be better if you could get your Savage Opress into relics, and I would recommend taking Savage up to R5 anyways. You don't need Talon. I use Talon for Malgus usually. You can if you want to, but you don't need it. Usually Savage and Darth Vader are going to do the heavy lifting for you. Worst case, it turns it into an easy cleanup. So what I'll do is I'll go with those Sith. Even in 3s, I go with Savage, Traya, and Darth Vader. And at worst, they'll clear the sides, and then you have a solo JML, and you can go in with a CLS and easily take that down. So that's a good off-meta counter if you need to. But I would take Savage to R5. It's a quick, easy gear, but Savage at R5 will increase the likelihood of that chances, because Savage and Darth Vader are going to be what's chunks JML out of his protection. So those two are what do all the damage. Nihilus is there just to maybe annihilate the side, and that's why you don't need him for threes. He's just there. He's not really going to give you the damage you need. But Darth Vader, Savage, and Traya is the core for that JML counter, and they can chunk through if you R5 Savage or press and do that damage. I put a crit damage triangle on him, so this is fine. But if you're gonna start using him for that counter, and maybe even solos, once you get him to R5, you'll want a crit damage arrow here, just because he can do so much damage, and he can solo at R5. He can solo CLS and Grievous teams, and even at R5, if you get the Datacron with the 5% offense for Darkseid. Yeah, so this Datacron, if you get Savage to R5, he can solo things like C because he has so much survivability. And every time he takes a turn, he has on auto. He can solo C and the sides on auto because he just has so much survivability. This is going to ramp up his offense, and then he's just going to be able to kill all the sides in C. And you just throw it on auto because he's going to use his basic. If they're below 50% health, he'll use his special. So when I solo on Savage, I just put it on auto and I just target who I want to target. But you already have the Datacron you need for that. So I would take Savage to R5, and he's going to be a solo machine for you right now. Because as soon as you throw on that one Omicron or this one Datacron on him, his solo potential is through the roof. So, Grievous teams, CLS teams without the Datacron, up to GL level stuff that just that doesn't have healing immunity or health percentage damage, then he's going to be able to work through them. So that's a potential for your account as well. Honestly, I would, of course, you need to take Ray up, but the second you finish Ray's relics, I would get Savage up. Just because you have that Datacron, take advantage of it. Savage, once you start using him, you'll wonder how you lived your life without him. Same thing like Wampa. Once you got Wampa and it just opened up easy counters like Grievous, and it's just like a staple for your account. Wampa's gonna kill something in Erodium, right? Every GAC, every Grand Arena, Wampa's gonna do some work for you. Same thing for Savage. If you take him to R5, he's gonna do some work for you. Okay, so that's my recommendation there. Also for this fleet, you need to have your TIE fighter in here. You only have two Datacrons. It's the 5% ramping one. But for this starting lineup for Chimera, you need to have your TIE fighter in there because when your TIE fighter avoids or evades an attack, then it feeds tons of turn meter to your capital ship. But you only have two Datacrons. It's this one you just got. This 5% offense right here, bonus mechanic for Darksiders. When they start their turn with that two buffs that can be dispelled, they gain 5% offense stacking. So every time Savage takes a turn, he always has with his Omicron at least two buffs. So he's going to be able to ramp his damage to insane levels, and he has insane survivability. So even at R3, he's going to do some great work for you, but you should stop at R5. He's going to do some really, really great work for you there. So after you're done with Ray, get Savage. Yeah, so take Savage up to Relics after Ray, because you need to get Ray up. Ray is a GL. When you get a GL, you put all your resources into them to get them up and running, because they're roster defining. But that Savage at R5 is going to open up another off-meta counter for you to take out JML. Because same thing, people will throw JMLs because I have Ray and I have SLKR, and they're gonna be like, oh, he can't counter my JML. And then I have a G12 Traya with Omicron, and I have an R5 Omicron Savage, and then I can take him out. So. Yeah, if that's your counter, then that's great. You can use Traya for someone else because she's universally a great character. And then you could even separate Traya and Savage and solo a character with Savage and then use Traya somewhere else. And then if I need a tank for Traya, sometimes I'll just use Set. I know you don't have Sith Empire Trooper up and running, but he's a great uh, tank as well. And I would say I would relic Set over the Scion, because Scion is not great. And if you're gonna relic your Sith, if anything, I would leave him where he is. I wouldn't have even invested that Zeta on him. But Darth Nihilus, Savage, Traya, all worth relic. Scion, I wouldn't, not now. But like Sith Empire Trooper, Sith Marauder, Talon, all great plug and plays in a Traya team. So that would be my recommendation. Again, not a priority, but Savage is a priority. And he's such a cheap character. Just get him to R5. You already have him at G12. You already invested the Zeta and Omicron. Capitalize, get the payout from that. Get a solo machine, and you have that Datacron, and he can literally solo C for you. So get that up and running. All right, Raptor. Let's look at your account. Sorry for the delay. Sorry, I'm scrolling up trying to find your stuff. But yeah, thanks for letting me look at your account, lady. Um, it was definitely fun. I definitely it's a good account. It's a good account. It's very solid. A very solid account. You're doing a great job. Just a little tweaks and refinement, some some slow farms, and then you're gonna be exactly where you need to be, so you can climb out of Erodium. But your account has the potential, and you're doing what you need to do. So thanks. If you enjoy it, go ahead and like and subscribe, or subscribe to my YouTube and my my Twitch. So whenever I'm on, you can tune in. All right, so we have a much smaller account here. Okay. So 2 million. Looks like you're probably free to play. I don't see gold around your name. So Raptor, Carbonite 5. So the good thing about being in Carbonite 5 is you have nowhere to go but up from here, buddy. You have nowhere to go but up from here. So you got to climb your way. You got to climb your way out. Yeah, you gotta climb your way out. Yeah, Ray, health for Ray is really important. So Raptor, you, the you got nothing but sunshine and and gains to gain from here. So, and I know yeah, I know it, with all the Lightspeed bundles. So are you a free to play Raptor, or do you buy the Lightspeed bundles, or where are you at with that? What's your spending looking like? No, not free to play. So you bought the Lightspeed bundles? Yeah, yeah. Well, I just wanted to see because um well, he has one Zeta, probably the leader, probably the worst Zeta, right? Can I take a guess here, Raptor, that you Zetaed the leadership here and not the Scarred? Yep. So this Zeta, now that you have it, it's fine. But this is the Zeta that you want on crew. Scarred is important Zeta. So, but it's not the most important Zeta you need for this team. Hux's Zeta. That Lightspeed bundle. I'll say this: if you are willing to spend for Lightspeed bundles, that bundle is good. It's a good bundle, and you may be like, oh, it's only like 5 characters, so it's $4 a relic. But I'll tell you this: if they offered a pack for how much bronzium wiring you would save, uh, purely like $20 for that much bronzium wiring you would get, like 99.9% of people would buy that pack. And those characters are all good. They're all good characters. Um, and then all the bounty hunters are requirements for GLs, pretty much, except for Dad Bod Boba, which is like a trash character unless you care about TW. So you're going to want all those characters for relics, but you're never going to find the time unless you specifically set out some time to farm Grief and Mando. Because Grief and Mando are the core of all bounty hunter teams, pretty much. Except even like for the Lord Vader counter for Fennec, you have Fennec, Grief in threes, Fennec, Grief, and Bam. So you're gonna need Grief and Mando because that's the core of the bounty hunter teams. Those two, as so I would I would I would buy them. So if you're willing to spend, that pack is worth it, even if you have BAM. Yeah, so it's five units, but yeah, it's up to you. You don't have to. You spend the money how you want. Please equip some mods on Hux. Put at least have all his mods on here. And then it looks like you don't understand mods. Is that true, or do you know how to do mods, or what's going on with your mods here? Yeah, so you really do need to be mods, and I don't have like, I know a lot of people like to self advertise, but I'm telling you, Darth Loquitur on YouTube, he's a great mod mastery series. I would recommend just watching that one, because his mod mastery series is fantastic. It's some people say he's boring. I love Darth Loquitur. He's very efficient. If you want to learn how to like efficiently farm account, then watch his stuff on YouTube. But his mod mastery series is fantastic for learning how to mod. Um, yeah. So Zetas, I'm Zeta poor too. I'm pretty close to Jabba. I think I'll have him. I'll start farming. I think in 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks at the latest, I'll start farming for his tickets, and I'll have just enough Zetas for him. I was lucky when the Lightspeed bundles came out. I was farming for Jabba, so I had like kind of a horde already of Zetas and stuff. And then I bought the Star Killer pack, and I bought the Ray pack, and I Zetaed all them up, and now I'm like Zeta poor, but I'm coming back. So when you're done with SLKR, well, what's your goal? What do you like in the game? Because the thing about this game is everyone has different things that they like or what they. Because um, I personally have my philosophy of how to build an account. There's some I don't specifically build an account for Grand Arena. I don't. A lot of people do, but Grand Arena is kind of so. So Grand Arena is kind of a it's a great it's a great like it's very fun, but it's not super great to build only for Grand Arena. There are characters that you should build for Grand Arena, like Wampa and Savage. Those characters should be built for all accounts just because they're so cheap, they're so far fast to farm. You take them to R5, and that's two complete teams. So it's like a 1 for 5 bundle for Savage and Wampa. So everyone, I always advocate to build those two characters. Kylo Ren, OG Kylo, believe it or not, this character can solo teams for you. So I don't in a Grand Arena. I don't put him on defense. I have him on offense, and he can kill Ewoks. Without Nisa. Nisa will get through it. If you have a Nisa on the team, even low gear, you'll probably need a tank for him. So I go like crew and I don't know any other tank, and because Anissa will like can burn through him. Yeah, I'll show you how I mod my my first order after this. But my first order mods aren't super great. They're okay. They're functional. But you don't you don't have because essentially what I would recommend for you is you need to farm 3 sets, only 3 sets. Uh, Farm speed mods, farm offense mods, and then farm health mods. So 3 days a week you should farm speed, 3 days a week you should farm health, and then farm offense, and then 1 day a week you should farm health. And then just do it by days of the week. So I do like Friday, Saturday, Sunday I farm health mods. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I farm offense, and on Thursday I farm health. And then with those 3 sets, you can mod every single character in the game. Not ideally mod them, but you can put mods on them because most characters want offense, and on characters that you don't want, or most characters want speed. So you can, but some characters want damage. So if you have an offense set, sometimes it's not ideal. Sometimes you want a crit damage set. So like on Darth Vader, you want a crit damage set, or Anakin, you want a crit damage set. On uh, Boba, normal Boba, you want a crit damage set because that gives them the most damage potential. But for a new account where you just need mods, you just need bare boned mods. Don't even worry too much about slicing. Um, Build mods on your sets. Like find mods that are great. You're gonna naturally get slicing materials in the game. The game passively gets them, and that's enough to keep going. Um, but you need more mods right now. Like you need a lot of mods. And if you have mods in your account that are gray, try to throw away all the ones that aren't, like sell them if they're not plus 4 or 5 speed on gray. But if you can build enough mods, then you can, and then if you have the energy or the crystals, do your crystal refreshes for slicing materials. I know it's hard because you don't have the crystal income, but mods are going to make or break your account. And you need a farm, or you can do like 4 days farming mods and 3 days farming slicing materials. So if you do that, I would do 2 days farming speed sets, 1 day farming offense sets, 1 day farming health sets, and then the other 3 days farm um, the first three on for slicing materials. Don't farm the like 6 dot mod stuff. Farm the ones that you need to get 5 mods to 6 dot mods, and then that's another way to do it. And then that way you're still building it. But I think right now you don't know which mods are worth slicing, but that watching that guide um, is gonna help. Yeah, so like you don't have speeds, but just like yeah, so these are like garbage mods. I'll say this, like you have straight garbage mods. They're bad. There's no there's no denying it. You don't deny it. I can't lie to you to your face. These are bad mods. These are justifiably garbage mods. And that's fine. That's fine. You're learning the game. Um, do not sell any of these 6 dot mods. These 6 dot mods will forever curse your account. You will own them. They will be in your account. You've invested a lot of slicing materials into these mods. And believe it or not, these garbage mods have value because ships require 6 dot mods. And there's plenty of ships, characters in the game that have ships that we just don't care about. That all we need is some 6 dot mods on them. So these are what we call ship mods. And I would advocate for you right now, until you have a good understanding of what mods are worth taking to 6 dots, you need to stop 6 dot modding characters. Stop it. Just stop 6 dot modding your mods. Keep them. There's no limit on how much 6 dot materials you can acquire, right? There's no limit. So just build up that inventory as you learn how to farm mods. And then once you have a good understanding, if you look at mods and you like, that mod's trash and I know why it's trash, and that mod has the potential to be worked on, if you know how to do that, then you can start 6 dotting mods that have potential and will benefit your account. But right now you're hurting your account more than helping it by having these garbage mods. Because if you keep going this way, you'll have more, and it's fine where they are. Like you have these mods, keep them, don't sell them. Please don't sell 6 dot mods. So if they're shiny and gold, those mods will stay forever in your account, um, because they belong on pilots. They will always have a home. They will always have a use. But as you're learning, so these mods, if they don't have speed secondaries, sell them. If you have a mod and you're farming more mods with the mod challenges and they don't have speed secondaries, sell them. But like, and maybe I'll like after we're done, if no one else wants to an account review, I'll show you just like a quick little guide of what I do of how to farm mods. But you need to stop over investing in your mods when you don't know what you're doing, or and you don't know what's worth slicing, and you're just like slicing, and those slicing materials are rare. They're hard to get. They take a long time to build. So it would benefit you to just hold on to them until you have the knowledge of how to work your mods, and then you'll have all these mods saved that can be worked, and then you can work them all at once. So just do that. Oh, is it? Okay, that's good. Because those mods aren't good. Um, so not good. So do you know how to look and see what is the best mods for a character? Like, do you even know like how to find that out? Because I can show you real quick. So so you go here, and you can just like go to Google, right? Google.com, and then let's say I want to mod this character, right? Okay, so let's say I want to mod this character. So instead of I'm gonna teach you how to fish. I'm not gonna give you a fish. I'm gonna teach you how to fish, right? So you would go here, and for every character I'm gonna mod, I do this because I don't know. I can look at the account. I have the knowledge to like look at the account. I can look at a character. I can read all the all its synergies. I can look at the stats and see like, okay, this character has, well, you mod this character wrong, but you has a good amount of health and a good amount of protection. Even okay, do I want to put him for protection or health? And then you can look at what you look at the kit to see if it has synergy for health or protection. You could do that, but most let people who like know the game really well do that for you. Um, because you don't have to do that. You don't have to understand anything about kits to mod a character. So all you do is you come here and you go Kylo Ren Unmasked. Sorry, I can't see my keyboard when I'm typing just because my this mic is in the way, so I can't. I'm typing blind. So Kylo Ren Unmasked, right? Uh, Best mods, Star Wars Galaxy of Hero. So this is what I do. I type in the name of the character, I type in best mods, and then I type in SWGOH afterwards. And you can do this for any character in the game. And you hit enter. And sometimes they have these gaming fan links, right? Ignore them. Ignore the gaming fan links. They're just trying to get clicks or whatever, and they'll have some like outdated article. That's garbage. Don't worry about that. But see this swgoh.gg. For one, you should link your account to that. Yeah. This is where I'm going with. But instead of going into swgoh.gg, you can Google it and it'll take you to swgoh.gg, and then you don't have to like navigate the website. So yeah, it's not horrible, but for a new player, you don't need it. So swgoh.gg is going to give it to you what you need. So that's what I just Google it, but you can go here and then you can go to like best mods if you have a character on there. So if you have swgoh.gg right here, it says like best mods. That's how you find it. But if you can't remember that for whatever reason, just Google the name of the character, best mods, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. All right. So, and as you can see, for crew, you want health, health, and health with health on all the primaries. And then this is going to auto default into Kyber. So the top, few thousand players of the game and how they mod them. And if you go with that, like 99% of the time, you'll be fine. And that's how you find out what you want for a character. On like what sets you want to use, what primaries, just go with this. This is your Bible, the gospel. This is what you're gonna do. You don't understand enough about mods, just use this and swgoh.gg, and it's gonna give you exactly what you need. Okay. But as you can see here, like you should link your account here and link your profile. So if you can link your profile, it'll help you. You can go to your collection, and then once you start farming for GLs, it'll have like GL gear needed. So you can like click on a GL and be like, and it'll tell you exactly what you need to farm for that to like maximize your GL farm. Okay, so this is the best. And then it also has for GAC, Grand Arenas, once you start going into there, you'll have Grand Arena counters. So you can go here for 5v5 counters or 3v3 counters, and then it will show you what's the best counters mathematically, statistically for what you're trying to do. Because when you do Grand Arena, it's one shot, one kill, you know, like that's all you get. So you gotta, so Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.gg is what you need to do. Um, how to link it? I don't remember. I linked my account back in like 2019 or something. So if you go there and then you just like, it'll probably have something like link account or something like that. Um, so if you want to type it out, lady, because it's I don't know. I don't know. It's been so long. So it was like 4 years ago I linked it, and then I came back to the game and a year and a half ago, and then it was like linked already. So, but that's what I would recommend. Um, so and then as far as like working mods, so like this one you can sell. Don't sell all your mods at once. I would say you need to start building. Okay, yeah. So you just put in your sign up, put in your ally code, and then you do have to create like a login. But that's it. But thanks for following Squizzy. I do appreciate it. So that's what I would recommend doing. It definitely helps. And then if there's like thresholds, so let's look at your account real quick. So it looks bounty hunters. So like this. So if you bought that pack, you would have a core foundational team with Boss Lead, Cad Bane, Boba Fett, Mando, and Grief. That's a solid team. You'd be able to unlock even Chewbacca with that team. It's up to you. You don't have to spend your money how you want, but I'm saying it's like a good deal. Hopefully, maybe once you have your bounty hunters built up, the pack will come back sometime in the future, and maybe then you can buy it. Like right now, you don't need it, but I can tell you, Mando's disintegrate is really great. And with the boss lead, you can get a pretty as long as they don't have a tank, you can usually get contract really quickly, and then you can disintegrate a character. So it works against Radis teams. It works against Malgus. There's a lot of things you can do. So the Mandalorian. So Bam is a scoundrel. Beskar Mando is a scoundrel. If you watch the TV show, maybe it like he stops bounty hunting and starts, you know, like living a respectable life. But the Mandalorian, he's a bounty hunter here. So this is the only like bounty hunter Mando. So the like people often call him Bando with like a B, Bando, and that's or yeah, or and then like Bam, yeah, I don't know. Bam is Beskar armor Mando. So yeah, but this guy his disintegrate, it's super useful. Like you can, it's truly transformative for an account having functional bounty hunters, especially once you start farming Jabba and you get Fennec up and running too, then that's a Vader counter. And Lord Vader, even though a lot of people call him Lord Failure, if you don't have the right counter for him, he can be very difficult to get through. So he has tons of health. He turns all his protection into health. He's very survivable. He ramps his mastery, so he out ramps SLKR. So if you're going the distance SLKR to and Lord Vader, he can sometimes just like kill SLKR. So that's my recommendation of what to do. So, take it, leave it, do whatever. Don't buy it now. You could always build them up later. It's just up to you. But you're sooner or later, you're gonna want Grief and the Mandalorian on your account because they are the core of foundation for bounty hunters, and bounty hunters teams are like Kyber 1 level teams. They have functionality and uses and can take out a lot of great teams out there. So all right, so you bought the Rebel pack. Finalizer, getting a getting a so the BAM pack is um it's a luxury pack. It's a luxury pack. Those are luxury characters. They're all good characters. but the band pack is a luxury pack. And if you're all Lightspeed bundles are worth buying if you spend money on the game. If you don't, like if you spend $20 to buy crystals, buy the band pack. It's up to you on how close you are, but this if you don't have so Coco Melon, if you put your account, I can review it for you real quick once I'm done with Raptor, and then we can go into your account and then I can give you a more specified answer. But all Lightspeed bundles are pretty much worth buying if you put money into the game. So if it's the best, there's very few characters that aren't modded the best way in Kyber one. So there's one example is um so you don't have them is Savage. So I have my Savage modded differently than how he is modded in Kyber 1. Because in Kyber 1, Savage is only a tank for Treya. Because no one puts out a team that's weak enough for Savage to solo. At that level of the game, they don't have teams that can be soloed by Wampa. They don't have teams that can be soloed by Savage. It's like the tip of the spear. It's the best players in the game. They're going to have teams, their best teams on defense. They mostly put all their GLs on defense. They put except for like a few, and then they off meta kill the other GLs. So it's like everyone pretty much full clears unless you mess up a counter. So at that level of the game, it's a different game. But they are the best players of the game, and they have the greatest understanding of the full kits and how to mod to maximize a character. So going off them 99.9% of the time, it's going to be correct. The one time you wouldn't is like Savage. I mod them for some damage because they use Savage as a tank and they go like full health or full protection. Full protection is probably the best on defense because an easy way to counter Savage is if you go full health, is to use like a Padme or an Ufu team can that does health percent damage, or a Rex with the Rexolate. Health percent damage can kill a Savage because if he has more health and protection. So some people go full protection for him, some go full health. I go damage with health or protection because he's soloing. So and I choose the matchup, so I'm not going to put him against a team that has health percent damage on it. So that's my recommendation for that. Just go with the swgoh.gg and do what you just go off that, and that's going to be 99% of the time what you need to do, and you're not going to have to diverge from that. Yeah, but see, you even have like one, two. You just need more mods. Just farm. Like I said, I wouldn't worry about like slicing materials for you. You need 5 mods that have potential. No. I have survivability with a crit damage triangle. So in Kyber one, they wouldn't have a crit damage triangle because his damage is irrelevant in Kyber one. It's just like you have them with a Treya team or whatever, and they're usually on defense, and it requires like a GL to take out. And that's the point of having in Kyber 1, like Savage is just a tank for Treya, and the team is like ridiculous, and you need like a GL level team to pretty much take him out. So he also counters the Imperial Trooper counter because if a Savage or a Treya team is on defense, even at relics, Imperial Troopers can kill her unless they have a Savage, and then Imperial Troopers can't get through a Savage. So that's my recommendation is just put a crit damage triangle on him and mod him for survivability, whether that's health, defense sets, whatever your best sets are, with health primaries or offense primaries, but you go one or the other, like all protection or all health. It really doesn't matter. You just mod him for survivability, but just go off this swgoh.gg. You'll probably be fine. Um, no, well, he still like ramps his because Treya gives him some damage, and at relics he still does decent damage. But he's not specifically because the reason I have a crit damage triangle is because he can solo CLS, but you can timeout against CLS or against Grievous with a Savage if you don't have that crit damage. Because if you can't take him down into half health into the yellow and then do his like massive damage, then he's not going to get the kill. But with that crit damage, it gives him that boost to get them under that 50% health so that you can get that kill. Survivability is just like health sets. Survivability is just like a generic term because there's two sets that give you survivability, which is defense sets and health sets, and then there's protection primaries and health primaries. So on paper, if you do the math, defense sets give you the most survivability regardless of the character. I usually advocate for people in the early game to farm health mods because some characters just need health mods. Like C needs health mods. Grievous needs health mods. Ray needs health mods. But characters just for survivability, it's actually better to have a speed set and a defense set with like health primaries than to have health sets with defense primaries, because a health set only gives 10% health, where a defense set gives I forgot what it is. Let me find one. No, you don't have a defense set here. It's like 16% or something. But just the way the math works out, it's better to have a defense set with health primaries if you're just looking for survivability. But most kits don't ramp or don't feed into defense. A lot of kits need health. So that's why. So protection, so health and protection, right? So a character, most character, you have to get through the protection to get to the health. And the way you kill a character is bringing the health below 1. So if a character's health goes below 1, they die. So most characters, you have to hit the protection first. And once you get through the protection, then you can start hitting their health. So as you can see here, like they have protection here and they have health here, right? So to kill a character, you have to go through their protection usually and then get their health. There's some characters that can go under. Yeah, so the protection is the bar above health, and then you go through that protection and then you start hitting health. So if you, on 5 mods, protection have the, so if you have 5 mods, usually protection's better, because taking a 5 mod from with protection primary to 6 mods only gives you 0.5 protection. But if you find a health one, if you a health primary, so see the health right here, if you take that from a 5 mod into a 6 mod, then it takes it from 5% health into 16%, right? So that's why it's better to have a health primary for survivability if you want health, and then a defense set, because you get a lot of more defense from the defense set, because you only get 10% here for the set bonus for the health. But a primary with the 6 gives it 16%. So if you like are on a budget, you want a lot of protection, then usually that's fine. But you need both. You need everything in your account. You need all these mods. But it's just like min-maxing how to like get the most out of your characters. But essentially, like the most important part right here is speed. Speed is the most important part usually for most characters. So you got to build that speed, okay? So yeah, so that's I would highly recommend, Raptor, watching that mod mastery series for Darth Loquitur, because you just don't have the bare understanding. So 5 mods. So this is a 5 mod right here. See how there's literally 5 dots on there? And then this is a 6 mod. So you have 6 dots on here. So your account has 5 dots, 6 dots. Unfortunately, you still have like under 4 dots. Yeah, Darth Loquitur is his YouTube name. So see these like 2 and 3 mods or 4 mods? All these mods you need to sell. You need to get them out of your account. These mods are useless. They're a waste of your account. So you need to farm 5 mods, because 5 mods can turn into 6 mods. But if you have a 4 mod or a 3 mod or a 2 mod or a 1 mod, those will never increase their rarity. I forget what exactly the classification is, but you will never increase it past what it is, okay? So you need to like watch the Mod Mastery series by Darth Loquitur. I would say for your account as well, if the Ray bundles come back and you buy them, go for Ray. Otherwise, I start building towards an executor. Like if you go SOKR into executor, that's a great start of an account. And then you can start building some more. You can start earning some crystal income from your fleets. And if you start earning that crystal income in your fleets, you'll accelerate your account a lot faster. So those crystals are how you build your no, I sell all 4 dot mods. Even like if you want to, you can, I guess, but I would sell it. Honestly, I would just get rid of all 4 dot mods. Cuz I had a 4 dot mod that was like I don't know, 15 speed or something. I sold it. I don't know. I don't want them in my account. I don't need them. I wouldn't recommend keeping them. Sooner or later you'll replace all your accounts or all your 4 dot mods. All right, so I'm gonna exit out of your account real quick. But it's challenges, mod challenges. So you see the mod battles here. So mod challenges. So here, this is the mod area. So you have the challenges right here, and then you have the mod battles right here. All right. So they both serve different purposes. You will never farm mods out of mod battles. Like never. Mod battles are it's only for slicing materials. And it's these first 3 ones are the only ones you should be farming for slicing materials. Ideally, ideally these first 2 is where you want to farm most of your slicing material because this is how you get mods sliced into 5A, which is those gold mods. This one right here um, is how you farm to 6 dot mods. So this MK1 amplifier, it's probably going to be your bottleneck for farming to 6 dot. You'll also need these, but the game will give you enough passive ones for the most part that you won't have to farm them, and you'll just farm these 3 mods. Okay, these 3 for mod battles. But that's when you need sets. You don't need to focus on that right now. What you need to focus on is these mod challenges. All right. So these mod challenges is where you're gonna get mods, and you need to hit these. All right. So see these health mods, defense mods, crit damage, crit chance mods, tenacity mods, offense mods, potency mods, speed mods. This is where you farm your new mods. All right. And you need to farm only tier 3. Okay. So you farm tier 3 and you just sim them and you just farm these mods. So for boba, yeah, it's crit damage. Um, so again, what you need to do is you need to go on swgoh.gg, and then you or you Google boba best mods for boba swh.gg, and then you look at the best mod set for boba. Okay. And that's how you find out and it's going to tell you everything. It's going to tell you what sets to use and what primaries to use. No, I would recommend just farming, honestly, speed mods. Farm speed mods. You need a lot of speed mods. If you throw speed mods in the early game on all your characters, they'll be functionally fine. But you need to farm these speed mods, and you need to farm mods that have good secondary speeds, okay? So, yeah, here. Speed mods. Just speed mods. Just speed mods. At least right now, you need speed mods. Just farm a bunch of speed mods and see this where it says like um, the speed right here, the speed secondaries. This is what you're looking for. All right. So this speed secondary, that's what you need. That's the most important part. So this set right here, speed set with speed mods. That's what you need. That's the priority. That's what you need in your account. If you have all your characters with decent speed secondaries, they'll be functional, okay? And you only need 4. So see this set bonus right here? So you need to read this because there's some set bonuses that require 4, and then there's some set bonuses that need 2. So this speed set bonus of 4, that's 10% speed of whatever the base speed is for this character. It's not like multiplicative where if you add more speed secondaries, it's going to give you more speed with the set. It's whatever its base speed is. So whatever with no mods equipped, this set bonus is going to give you 10% of that speed. So if you add like a 20 speed mod, it's not going to give you 2 more speed in the set bonus. It's just whatever its base speed is, it's going to give you 10% of that. But these secondary speeds is what you want. Okay? And then don't worry about slicing until you fully watch the mod mastery series and you understand how to slicing them. But right now you just need more mods in your account. So you're looking for like gray mods that have the potential to hit. So you need gray mods, and I just don't have any right now in my account to show you because I work them and then I turn them into green. If they don't turn into, if they don't hit speed, I usually sell my 5 speed mods. So you want those mods. So you just need mods with speed secondaries on them. And that's primarily what you need. So for your account, I would say go SLKR, then start working towards Executor. Um, make sure you save your fleet arena. No, just sell them. I don't unequip mods for no mods. But as you are farming your mods, um, and you have mods that have speed secondaries, then you equip them on the characters that you need, and then you sell those 1 dot mods or 2 dot mods. But you need to replace those, okay? Because it costs credits to pull out, to unequip a mod. It doesn't cost credits to equip a mod. So when you're paying to unequip those mods, so wait till you have mods to replace them with, and then replace those. But it's going to take some time. This is a slow process. But you need to farm those mod challenges, and you need to farm speed mods. Once you have enough for the majority of your characters, then you can start farming the other ones like offense or health, so that you can like start building some more well-roundedness into your account. But in the beginning of the game, you need speed. And even if you want to go like, you know, 5 days speed and 2 days health, that's fine. Whatever you want to do. If you want to start like building the amount of health mods in your account too, but you need to like build more of those mods. Yeah, you sell those. You sell those. You sell any mod that doesn't have speed secondaries, which is this. See, like the speed right here, and it's gold. So the game turned it gold to highlight the importance of speed secondaries to show new players like, hey, this is important. So sell those mods, and then sell your speeds. So that's my recommendation. Just hey, SLKR into Executor, start farming mods heavy. All right, so let's go look at Coco Melon. Coco Melon, you still here? Allies. All right, 297-587-653. Yeah, no problem. Go ahead and like I said, if you subscribe to me on YouTube, if you message me on there, yeah, that's great, Raptor. So if you message me on there, and you want like a progress report, I happily look at accounts. So if you message me on there, you give me your ally code, then I'll make a video for you, or I'll shoot you in a message, and I'll type out what you need, or I'll do another video for you on like what you can do if you have follow-on questions. So YouTube's best place to like message me. I don't even know if this place has a messaging system on Twitch. I don't think it does. But if you like subscribe for me on there and then message me on there, then I can get to you and then give you some more advice if you need it. Okay, yeah, then you can message me on here on too. So if you just message me, then I can give you some more advice if you need it. Okay, Coco Melon. Your name's Jude. Hey Jude. Thanks for letting me. Hey Jude. My voice is I had a sore throat, so my voice is done. I can't sing a sweet melody for you, Coco Melon. I'm sorry. But hey Jude. All right, 2.4 million. Okay. Do you spend on your account, Coco Melon, or are you free to play? I imagine you bought the Lightspeed bundles. So Yeah, it looks like you bought the Lightspeed bundles and you bought the ships bundles. Yeah. Okay. All right. I would say since I have spent. You don't have to be ashamed. We all keeping this game up and running. We have to spend money. So there's nothing wrong with spending money. So there, like you spend money, you don't spend money, free to play, not free to play. I look at it as I'm investing in something I spend a lot of time in. So I don't mind spending in the game. Um, but farm the rest of your finalizer ships and your bounty hunter ships. That would be my first recommendation. This TIE Echelon, if you get this up and running with the rest of your finalizer fleet, it's an executor counter. Everyone farms executor. You're going to need an executor counter if you want to climb out of carbonite or chromium or bronzium or rhodium. You're going to need a reliable executor counter, and this ship gives you that. Do give This ship gives you the possibility of um, of beating executors. In Grand Arena, you're going to face a lot of executors. Like everyone and their mom farms executor. So it's what everyone recommends. It's a great ship. Probably one of the easiest free to play or pay to play ship to GL level ship. So everyone farms executor, they shove it on defense, and they hope their opponent can't clear it. So if you get that finalizer up and running, then you can clear it. All right, I hope you didn't. All right, so you need to get this guard Zeta. Um, it looks like you're running pretty close into so I don't think you have the 7 stars yet, no. On these capital ships, which one is closest to 7 stars? Is any of them close to 7 stars for you? Um because your priority should be okay, you didn't. Um, if you're willing to spend for a bundle too, I would say get that finalizer bundle so that you can and I think you mentioned this too for your account. You asked me, should you buy that finalizer bundle? I would say where your ships are right now, that finalizer bundle is probably worth it to accelerate your ships to get you where you need to be. 45. So if you are going to buy that finalizer bundle, I will say this: you need to save your crystals to refresh your capital ship one. So just stop. Maybe do one normal energy farm a day. So if you buy the finalizer bundle, right? You save your what crystals you earn a day. Do one normal energy refresh, so 50 crystals, so that you can get 50k or 50 600 tickets, because you have to contribute to your guild for those raid tickets. You don't want to sacrifice that. So if you do one energy refresh for your normal energy, that'll give you 600 tickets a day if you collect all your free energy, because you need to get your tickets for your guild and for your guild your raid currency. So you don't want to slow that down. But I would say if you want to use those crystals to accelerate whatever one is closest, preferably not endurance. Endurance is pretty crap. The home one and Executrix. Executrix has some late game stuff, but they're pretty solid too. Both of them are okay investing in. But I would recommend. I would recommend. Hey, to be forgotten. Hey, to be forgotten. So I would say Merry Christmas, dude, or dudette. Um, so I would say save your crystals, get one of these to 7 stars, get that finalizer um, bundle if you're willing to. If it's not a big spend for you, if you're willing to spend the money, and then get your Kylo Ren to R7. Yeah, you need to get Papa Palps and Darth Vader up to R7 too. But I would say yeah. Maybe once you get all your relics up to where they need to be. So if all your relic characters are R7 that you need for SOKR, then accelerate this capital ship, whatever one you need, to 7 stars. I would say the finalizer bundle still has value for you. It still does, just for making those pilots relic and then giving you the stars. and then that way you can go from, because the finalizer battle or bundle is a low key executor bundle. So going from SLKR into executor with that bundle is a good way to go. But I would say keep that up and running. And I'll say this for everyone. Um, there's nothing wrong with, because there's assault battles too. And in Christmas right now, we have all these assault battles. But I always advocate do one big farm and then get an assault battle going to CT1 or CT3, whatever you're comfortable with. But you need those assault battles, at least to CT1, so you can get those finisher pieces so you don't have to spend energy on them. So you start passively earn them. So, and that's my philosophy. You need to do farms that will give your account more income because this is a resource management game. So if you manage your resource, if you get more resources, you can manage those resources and then it can do better for you. Okay. So, uh, no, you always farm mods, Raptor. Like you keep farming mods. Mods in this game is like it's not even a marathon because marathons eventually end, right? So mods aren't even a marathon. You just always farm mods. Mods will be this thing that you just always farm. You always need more. You're always going to be building them. You're going to be getting more characters into your account. Those characters will need mods. Yeah, 24/7, 365. You just farm mods. You just keep going. You don't have to work mods every day. So you can work mods weekly, bi-weekly, as long as maybe when you hit your mod cap, you work all of them, and then you sell what you don't need or what's garbage, and then yeah. So I would say you just like you don't have to work on them every day, but you have to farm the material, farm the mods every day. Yeah, yeah, it's its own energy. So you need mods. Okay. So there's not much going with this account. If you don't want to buy bundles, then you need to farm your ships for finalizer. You can slow roll your capital ships. That's totally fine too. Because once you get finalizer, you have to wait till it's 5 stars too. So you're either gonna but it's 20. You get 20 a month. So it'll be like 2.5 months to get it where it needs to be. Maybe 3. So uh, it's up to you how you want to do it. But finish up SOKR whatever way you can, then go into Executor. Um, your mods need work. You want for the set bonuses, you want 5 star mods. You don't want a crit chance, crit damage. You need set bonuses. You need to farm your mods. Yeah, so I just went on a whole thing. You can rewind if you want, but watch the mod mastery series. You need to invest more in these mods. You need to fix these mods. These mods upset me. These mods will haunt me. They will haunt me tonight when I try to go to bed. When I go to bed tonight and I close my eyes, I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna see these mods, and they're just not gonna allow me to sleep because they upset me so much. So, so you need to work on your mods. You need to farm your mods. You need to get them to level 15. You need to invest in mods like this. This should be sold. This somehow, somehow you lucked into this fantastic mod. This is a good mod. So see, even a broken clock is right twice a day. So this is a fantastic mod. You need to bring it to 15. Unfortunately, this is a bad mod for this character. Sith Trooper. Hey, so Tico, this character needs offense, like offense. This should be offense. This should be offense. This should be offense. This has to be offense. But you could still. It doesn't need health, but you need some health. So start farming mods. Watch the Mod Mastery series by Darth Luckwitter. Start focusing on your mods. Work on SOKR, then Executor. That would be my recommendation. But you need mods if you want to play this game any more than you are. Hey, how's it going? So Tico, how's your Christmas going? So that's my recommendation. You need to farm your mods. You need to do better with your mods. Unfortunately, these are not good mods. You have horrible mods. These mods will haunt me. But just farm your mods, please, Coco Melon. Please watch some videos on YouTube on how to farm mods. But you need to understand your mods. You're gonna really hit a um, Yeah, you're gonna really hit a wall in this game, and then you're not gonna you're gonna have issues with your characters because mods are really like foundational. A good account has good mods, so I would recommend you work on your mods. Yeah, so if someone wants to post their ally code, uh, I'm doing some roster reviews. So if you need advice, if I'm just gonna yeah, so I may if your account is fantastic, I won't give you advice. I'll just like admire your account, and then you can show everyone how it's done. But if there's some work that needs to be done, maybe I can help you with it. Yeah, but not a bad start, Coco Melon. Not a bad start. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep farming SOKR, and then um, yeah, just start learning mods. And I would say for your ships, farm at least 2 hard node ships a day. Okay, so if you can farm, and thank you for the follow, Coco Melon. But I'll say this: like it's ships are slow, and I tell people this: you can't ruminate on ships. Ships should just be the price you pay to play this game. You put in your enough energy to do at least 2 hard node farms a day, and you do that until you farm all 60 some ships in the game to 7 stars. But they're not accelerated. They're slow. But once you're, a year or two in the game and you have great ships and you have the stars for your ships, it's really going to pay dividends and you'll thank yourself for putting in the effort. But you can't like look at it. You can't look at your stars every day and be like, oh, I only got one shard today. I got 2 shards today. Don't think about it. Just knock it out whenever you do your energy refreshes, and that's it. Yeah, you cannot. It's not. Yeah, sure. I'll type it out. Oh, I can't type. I'm not logged in. Yeah. So yeah, I can message you later on Darth Loquitur, but it's Loquitor. The dude's fantastic. I highly recommend him. He's a great proof source. Some people find him a little dry. I think he's amazing. He's really great at efficiency, and just mods is all about efficiency and statistics. And as boring as that is for everyone, you have to. You have to. Okay. Okay. So Tico, let's look at your account. 833 678913. All right. Hey, you have a very similar name uh, to your Twitch account. Okay. Stats: 5.3 million overall, 3 million in characters, 2.3 in ships. I hope that means you put some effort into your ships. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. All right, let's see what you're working with. The 2 GLs and the Star Killer. So I see someone has the cha-ching. Someone's someone's using the credit card. Maybe did you buy these packs or did you farm these? Which nothing wrong. I don't. No judgment here. No judgment here. I'm all for buying the pack. So this is a resistance pack bundle, and then because I think it's a great catch up. It's great priced. I believe in supporting the game. I want the game to exist for 8 more years. Yeah, I did the same thing. I farmed SOKR and then I bought the Ray pack and the Star Killer pack. So very similar to my account. Let's look at these mods. All right, speed. I don't mind speed on SOKR. I'm all about. I like a. Some people go offense with like amazing damage on it. I believe in speed for SOKR. I think it gives them more universal usage because a fast SOKR can ramp faster, in my opinion. Your damage is a little low. You do want a little more damage. So let's see how we can find a little more damage here. Health, offense. This is a good mod for SOKR. Yeah, so this is a great mod right here. I wouldn't do anything with this one. You got 26 speed, you got 3% offense, a little bit of health. Hey, that's good. For this one, maybe consider like an offense primary here, or if you can't find a health with offense secondary, because health is great for SOKR, but it's not the end all be all. Ray needs health, like she needs health. SOKR likes health. SOKR in his ult, he has 3 turns of being invulnerable. Health isn't as big of a deal for SOKR. It's great. It's great because you need SOKR survive to ramp, but essentially you need him to ramp. If he's not ramping into incredible levels and just like one-shotting people, then he's not doing his job. And this is a great mod. This is a great mod that can be used for someone else. But that mod, and then this, you want to crit damage mod on SLKR. So take this, give this to someone else. You can give this to Hoda, Jolie if you have to. I don't know. Someone, anyone else that just needs survivability and speed. But you need, excuse me, you need a crit damage triangle on SLKR. I don't care if you don't have a 6 dot crit triangle ready for him. He needs a crit, like SLKR needs damage. He needs it. That's what he needs. He likes speed. He needs offense. He needs a crit damage because you're really, 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 I don't know if you're having like lackluster results with your SOKR or it's taking you like forever to ramp where you need to be, where you're actually like doing a lot of things. Um, but you're gonna time out on things like because SOKR can kill every GL in the game if you get enough survivability on him. He's not as reliable against like JMK, but you need good damage. Like you need good speed, but you need good damage and you need crit damage on him so that he can ramp to the levels of where he can take out like a Lord Vader or he can take out a JMK in threes. Stuff like Ray, or for him to like take out Jabba. Jabba, it's kind of a race. SOKR is not a guarantee against Jabba. Yeah, he needs survivability, but you have to take out the sides for Jabba, and if you do, you win. But with your low damage and no crit damage, I don't think you could reliably beat a Jabba with this SOKR because you got to keep him survive. Like, yeah, he has to survive, but you're like overdoing it. You're overdoing it. And all this health is going to hurt you in your Jabba counter because all that health is just going to do more damage for the bombs. So, yeah, I don't like. Is he functional and usable right now? Yes, he is. I'm sure you're doing good things with him, and maybe where you are in the game, like you're not having any problems. Yeah, this is a great mod, fantastic mod. So you have good mods. I would hit this one more time. So even though it's a 6E, you can hit this one more time because it only costs like 10 of those MK1 pins. Um, yeah, but so I'll show you my account real quick. But my account and your account, believe it or not, isn't crazy difference. I have 2 GLs. I have SOKR and Ray, and I'm gonna be in Kyber 3 next season. So I do have some fundamental differences, like my mods maybe, and my ships is all that's different than you. And I have some other more like things, but like essentially my GLs, I have 2 GLs. You have enough GLs to climb into Kyber. It's do you have the mod depth? Do you have the ships? Do you have the strategy? That's where it like really differentiates between players because there's plenty of players in Erodium that just don't know what they're doing. There's plenty of players. Oh, there's tons of players in Chromium and Bronzium that will like, you're probably facing people and you're like, they have massive accounts like 8 mil, 9 million GP accounts. And you're like, oh, I just lost this. But that's not true. You can beat those people. You can. Your account isn't so different than mine, then it's impossible for you to beat those accounts. But you can do it. You just need to be able to build your account to counter those. But having, yeah, so I am facing those accounts too. And yeah, I have more GP than you because I've been playing probably a little longer. But you can do it with this amount of GLs. I don't know where you're going to go with your account, but we'll go with that. But with 2 GLs, these Ray and Kylo, you can climb into Kyber if you build your account correctly. I have 2 GLs. I have Ray and SOKR, and I'm going to be in Kyber like tomorrow. So yeah, it's up to you. I'll if you want to listen to what I have to say and maybe take something out of it, cool. If you're happy with where your SOKR is, cool. But I'm telling you, your SOKR is modded in a way that's going to hold you back from being the counter that you need him to be for things like JMK, Lord Vader, and Jabba. And maybe if you're facing like really weak SOKR mirrors or really weak Rays or really weak whatever else, um, you're gonna be okay, and he's gonna do what you need to do. And this guy solo can take out any non-GL team in the game where he is right now. But SOKR has the like the possibility, the potential to be greater than that and take out every single GL in the game if you get him where you need him to be. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, no problem. But that's my recommendations. Hey, but these are fantastic mods. I don't know. So for me, when I'm doing like an alt event, I don't like change out my mods all the time. I farm enough tickets to do two at a time, and then I do keep it on them until I need that one. So usually I'll be able to get like three or four alts, uh, like events, and then I'll put the mods where they belong. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna. I'm climbing into Kyber, so I'm gonna take a meteoric nosedive. Let's see how I'll do. You can follow the channel and see how my road in Kyber is. But I've climbed a Kyber. I went 9-0 in Erodium this season, and I'm telling you, I faced massive accounts. I faced accounts that should in all rights beat me, and I'll show you how I do it real quick after this. Once I'm done with this account, um, I'll show you my Grand Arena for this season to show. I'm not just like talking. Um, I know what I'm saying, like how to climb out of Iridium because I did it. I know how to climb out of Bronzium or how to climb out of Chromium and you can do it too. So you may not feel like you're where you need to be, but you can do it. All right, so you're earning the Ray alt event. Yeah, I see you like health. So at R7, Ray could realistically have higher health than this. Her damage is fine. Her speed is fine, but her health is a little low. So this you want a health primary. You want a health, yeah. So you want health for Ray. You want health primaries. Um, yeah, you want health primaries with offense secondaries. So these are fine. Like if where you are right now, if this is the best for what you have for Ray, she's fine. But you need to get this over. She needs more health. This is not enough health. Yeah, okay, yeah, the 505 for the yeah, because that's very important. And if this is what she's doing for you to get the alt, then that's perfectly fine. And if you keep these on her after you have the alt, also that's perfectly fine. I would advocate for when you go into Grand Arena, just change this into a health primary one at least, um, bare minimum, just for your Grand Arena lockout. Uh, but I would say like you need her to do what you need to do, which is what you need for her right now is to get her alt. And if this is winning the alt battle for you, then that's fine because you do need to hit that 506 threshold to go first to put out the lifeblood. But other than that, I would say you need more health on your Ray. So and it's pretty hard too for Ray because you need good speed secondaries above 20, and then you need good offense secondaries, so like 5% or higher, and then you need health primaries. And that's a lot to need for mods. Yeah, so for Ray, primarily you need health. Health is your number one. Second is offense. And then whatever you can get for speed is great. Other than the 506 threshold for the alt. So, yeah. So you need that. And I can show you my Ray or how I mod her. But I went with all health primaries, offense secondaries, and then speed. Let's look at your rebels. Or let's look at your speeds real quick. Darth Revan is your fastest. That's pretty good. 336, that's good. It's fantastic. It doesn't matter what you have, honestly, as his primaries. He just wants speed. Yeah, so for like this one, I would take this one and I would shove that so hard. It would hurt. It would hurt how hard I would shove that on SOKR because this is a fantastic mod for SOKR. Yeah. Yeah, that's Kylo's mod. That's SOKR's mod. That's the mod that needs to be on SOKR. But speed is fine. Darth Revan has good damage. I mod for survivability on my Revan, but you can mod for damage too, whatever you want. He's good. He's pretty flexible. Damage, survivability. It's up to you. 319. That's good. So as you get, so where you are in the game, damage for Revan is fine. Later on, once you start getting unlocking like a Jedi Knight Luke, or JML or something, Jedi Knight Revan turns from a damage dealer into a support. So you'll want to mod him for survivability and health, not protection. If you see his protection's like dirt low. Yeah, so 30,000 base. So you want to mod him for health and survivability. Everyone already did their Grand Arena. Grand Arena's over. Um, so this is fine right now where you are in the game, but once you unlock Jedi Knight Luke or JML or something, and enhance your Jedi, you're gonna want survivability for Jedi Knight Revan because he just brings flexibility, survivability. That's all you need. Yeah, that's good. Just want him fast. CLS, yeah, you modded your CLS correctly. Good speed, offense, good protection, crit damage. Yeah, these are good mods. Yeah, your CLS is modded correctly. I want to look at your rebels. Yeah, C3PO mods don't matter. Yeah, this is good. You just want some potency, some speed. So it looks like you know what you're doing with your mods. 3PO, I'll say this for 3PO and Chewie. You do want a tenacity set on 3PO and Chewie. The reason is Chewbacca and 3PO and Chewie, they're there for pretty much their assists. So they assist all the time. So you don't want them stunned. You don't want them dazed. So you want tenacity on 3PO and Chewie, and you want tenacity on Chewie and offense. Offense for 3PO and Chewie because he can do great damage, but offense and the secondaries on here take out these crit chance ones and replace them with tenacity. And then if you have some good so this is good. This is like a perfect mod for him where he is. I would just leave that alone until you find a better mod to slice up. But you want good tenacity secondaries like this. This is perfectly fine. But I would check out these crit chance ones and change them into tenacity mods. Put on maybe a tenacity primary on him. And then Chewbacca, same thing, just wants all tenacity. I would take out that health mod on him. You need more tenacity on him. Yeah. So, and the reason is, most people go directly for Chewbacca. You need him to not be controlled because you need him to pretty much do those assists. So the CLS does like massive damage. It's all health percent. Chewbacca does health percent. I go all tenacity. You can keep this health set on him is fine, if you really want to. I go all tenacity. Most people go all tenacity. But if you want one health set because you just didn't have the tenacity mods to get him decent tenacity cross in a circle, then hey, you got to work with what you work. But as you build those like depth of your tenacity mods, you'll want some better tenacity mods on here. So yeah, nothing wrong with how your CLS is modded. The only thing I would change is that 3PO and Chewie, but very mild changes. But it's pretty much, I'm sure the CLS is doing exactly what you need. It just has some like slight tweaks that you need done to it. But good modding, good account. Your Mara Jade, okay, yeah, you ripped a mod off her. I was about to say you want her a little faster. You want her at least 330, but you're missing the mod, so I'm sure she probably has like good speeds when you have her fully modded. So, yeah, not bad. Star Killer, how do you mod? 257, not bad. Do you go full damage? A little load. Okay. Um, yeah. Yeah, so Star Killer, um, Star Killer doesn't need high speed because he gets a lot of speed. So if you want to just like, oh, this has 6% offense. This is a great mod. Yeah. So this is fine too if you want speed on here. Um, yeah, this is good. This is great. Because he just assists so much, and he is like decent damage. You can get some like you can probably find a home for this if you can find some like offense secondary on there. Starkiller does take turns. He does because he acts at 320 speed. So even though he's like 257, he acts at 327. So he'll take speeds, and you need him if you have, yeah, you do. So you'll need him to go. You rip all the buffs off Ray and her team because she starts off with a crit damage immunity. So you rip off that with him. I have mine at 300, but that's unnecessary. You don't have to have him fast. He's perfectly fine where he is. He'll take his turn. He'll rip off crit damage immunity off everyone with this, and then you just like start cycling basics to pretty much like take everyone into damage immunity. Then you'll hopefully survive one ult, and then you'll kill Ben, and then kill Ray, and then you'll win, and that's it. So he's perfectly fine where he is. I took mine to R7, but R5 is perfectly fine. It's just that the counter can be pretty dicey sometimes. And even my Palpatine doesn't survive a lot of times. So, you know. And then for Palpatine, I go with you need high protection. Uh, You can put tenacity on him, but honestly, Ray isn't going to control him. She's just going to kill him. So you can go with like if you want, you can put defense sets on here instead of tenacity. But Palpatine, no one's putting Palpatine in the corner. You just need to get him survivable and fast. So I would say yeah, I would want him faster than this. This is pretty slow. Um, so maybe if you have the mods, a speed and a defensive set, or you can go a potency set too. But he doesn't need much potency. Yeah, you want a speed set on him, but these protection primaries are good. This is all super solid. I would keep this one on him. Um, these protections are good because he needs to survive, but I would get a speed set on them to make him a little faster. And then his potency doesn't matter as much because Mara Jade is gonna tenacity down everyone. So if you want to stun the sides, you can stun the sides because everyone's going to have tenacity down. His potency doesn't matter. Though I would say Mara Jade's potency matters because she like chucks the grenade first, right? You're going to chuck the grenade and then she's going to do like her lightsaber hit. So usually that her potency matters for that because she's not going to have any tenacity down when she chucks her grenade. And then if someone has like foresights, you chuck the grenade, take out the foresights, then you hit them with the lightsaber hit for the tenacity down. So because you want to get those shocks spread around. So that tenacity down's the more important of the two. But yeah, that's my recommendations. Little tweaks on your mods, good mod sets, but I would get that going. All right. All right. So just to show you guys like what I'm talking about. So I only have two GLs, Ray SLKR. I have my Ray modded for health, so 213,000, over 10k damage, 534 speed, and I just have all health, and I try to find offense secondaries. So health with offense secondary with speed, health, offense secondary, speed, health. This one, it just didn't work out as well. Sometimes, you can work with only with what you got. This is the best I got right now. But it's still health, offense primary, or offense secondary, and speed. And then same health, offense primary, or offense secondary, and some speed. And this is what you're looking for Ray. You want health, you want that offense secondary, and then you want some speed. And then that's ideally the way to mod a Ray. So it's all up to you. And then SLKR, I just go. I have speed, so I have him at 582, decent health, 120, and then damage over. My damage is a little low. I need to work on his secondaries. I just haven't gotten around to it because you want some like unicorn mods for characters for GLs that have great offense and speed secondaries, and those are really hard to build. So I'm building good mods, not just like focusing on one. All right. So again, like, hey, I just have the mods, but I'm going against these massive, massive accounts, and I'm full clearing them. So I'll show you. So this was my last opponent. Um, so 8.5 million. He has four GLs, gas, Riva. This was the championship match for 3v3, and I full cleared him. And then I beat him on morale, so he didn't even try to beat me. I had good enough ships where I could. Oh yeah, so he didn't place. This guy was kind of garbage. He only placed Executor on defense. Um, so not the best one, but like this is my defense. I have Leviathan and Executor. And this is how I climbed into Kyber. Like people can't beat both of these. Most people don't farm to where they have something. Um, I do. I stream my Grand Arenas. So if you look on my history or whatever, or on my YouTube account, I stream my Grand Arenas. Um, but yeah, maybe if I face another streamer, we'll do a dual stream and then they can look at my account, or we can look at, you can see both sides of how we attack each other. Yeah, so this is how it normally goes. So this is my other opponent, and again, I'm not going against people who are less GP than me. This guy had 9.5 million GP, 5.5 in ships, or 5.5 in ground, 4.5 in ships. He had five GLs, um, all the things. I think he had three fleets as well. So he has better fleets than me. He had Leviathan, Profundity, and Executor. He has all the things. Like this guy, by all accounts, should have beat me. He has a better account than mine. So he has SOKR and Ray. Um, but if you look at the review, if you looked at this, if I looked at this, and I could have easily looked at his account and been like, this guy is going to beat me. There's nothing I can do. He just has the better account. He has better ships than me. He has better ground. Yeah, I'll show you his defense. And I'll show you what I think he did. So he has Ray with Ben and C on defense with Starkiller, Grievous. He had so these are just like ones to stretch your account. So nothing too great. He has Radis and Qui-Gon Omicron over here. And then just garbage on the back. And I'll tell you what I think this guy thought he was going to do. This guy thought he's going to beat me in ships because he's like, he does not have the ship depth to clear a Leviathan and clear an Executor. That's what this guy thought. This guy thought he was going to beat me in efficiency and beat me on ships. So that's probably what he does. He does the same thing on me. He takes most things on offense, and then he thinks he's going to beat me on efficiency, or he's not going to clear my ships. But he thought I don't have the depth to clear a Leviathan and Executor, but I do, because you can only place one of them, right? You can't take them on offense and defense. But, he wasn't expecting me to place an Executor and a Leviathan on defense and be able to full clear his Executor and Leviathan on defense. So, he had a tactical, he probably had a plan. And unfortunately, I had a plan and my strategy was better than his. So, yeah. His bomber isn't in start because it's four battles. So I killed his bomber in the first battle. So this is the end result at four battles. Um, so I went in. He had the strongest. So he had the Sith assassin and the bomber with Malgus on the start. So he started with the correct lineup. But I took in my Chimera. If you watch I streamed it. It's on my YouTube. You can watch it. And it shows how I did this, like what I did and how I did that, because I stream my Grand Arena. So if you're interested in that content and how with two GL ships and two GLs, I'm climbing into Kyber. Like I streamed these fights. I think it may be even on Twitch here, and um, it's on my YouTube. But like this account is better than mine. If I was him and I was playing his account against me, I probably would have won, because I would have chose a different strategy, But I chose a strategy that plays to my strengths, and he probably chose a strategy that he thought played to his strengths. But unfortunately, I was stronger where it counted, which was ships. And even though he has a better GL ship than me, I was able to clear his two GL ships, and he wasn't able to clear my two GL ships. And he has three GL ships. So, like, you may look at your opponents and be like, arguably, they have the better account. They have the better mods. They have the better ships. They have more GLs. But you can still win. If you have a good strategy and you have good mods, then you can still win these fights. All right. Absurd. This guy's account was absurd too. So let's see what he had. So all these accounts are better than mine. The more GPs. So 8.8 million overall, 5 million in ground, 3.7 in ships. He had Leviathan as well. So he had same 5 GLs, gas, Grand Inquisitor. So he had 2 GLs, same thing, Leviathan and Executor. Um, yeah, so he is a better negotiator and malevolence than me. He has Chimera. Does he have? I don't think he has the scythe. Do you have the scythe? I don't think he has the scythe up and running. Um, but yeah, but solid account, right? Solid account. This count by all means should beat me in Grand Arena. I have two GLs, two GL fleets. He has 5 GLs, two GL fleets. So let's look at the what happened here. All right. So my ground defense is a gimme. Like, oh, this was pretty funny though. Here, watch this. Okay, this one had 2 holds on Iden. This Iden actually won this fight. Believe it or not, it wasn't even ships that won me the fight. I won this fight on the ground. This crap defense won me it because this one Iden got 1 hold for me, and I cleared his without a drop. So I actually won this on efficiency on the ground. I just ended up clearing his ships in the end too. So yeah, I didn't need ships here, but he wasn't able to clear my ships. He failed my executor fight because he probably tried to finalizer it and he wasn't able to win, or maybe he did the Chimera. I don't know what he did, but he lost, and then he didn't even try the Leviathan. Um, but if you look here, what do you have on defense? So he probably thought he was gonna beat me on ground because he put Ray down with Ben, Starkiller, Treya, Malgus, all these accounts. Like, this defense really stretched my roster. It really did. It really did. I didn't know what I was gonna do here. So SOKR. Yeah. So Rex. So Rex fives. That's a super strong account in threes. Qui-Gon. Um, yeah. So Iden. This is a good defense. This guy put a very strong defense, and he probably thought if I bring just 2 GLs, I'm not gonna have the roster depth to get through this. And then yeah, some garbage on the back. So he probably thought, oh, I'm not gonna clear this guy. Um, but you know what? I did. I was able to stretch my roster. I was able to clear all this on the ground. And then on his ships, he actually went really heavy on his ships too. So same thing. He had Executor on defense and Leviathan. And yeah, unfortunately for him, I figured out how to clear those both too with off meta counters. So I put my meta ships on defense. I clear the enemy with off meta counters, and I win. So, and I do that with mods. So, and I think I even let's look at the LeBeau guy. I remember taking out, or maybe it was last season. So I remember I think it was last season. Because there's other accounts that put 4 or 5 GLs on defense, but with off meta counters, I can counter them. I can, yeah. So SOKRs, Ray, Jabba, what else? Lord Vader, all these things I can off meta counter. There's only, like, my SOKR is my jack of all trades that allows me to push through whatever their strongest GL is. So if someone throws a JMK, I'll use SOKR. If someone throws a Jabba, I actually was able to clear a Jabba with with my, let's see, was it this guy? I don't think it was this guy. Someone was it. I think it was last season. I beat a Jabba on defense with, yeah, it was last season. I beat a Jabba on defense with Star Killer. So my Star Killer was able to clear a meta Jabba team with, I think it was like all R8s, just because I have a good Datacron too. So yeah, so people just don't expect it. They don't expect me to punch up. They don't expect me to clear their ships. They don't expect me to clear their GLs, but I do. And then I put a ship fleet that they just can't counter, and then I win. So, if you want to see how I do it, watch my streams, and then I'll show you what I'm doing. But I'm telling you, mods, ships, and then that's all you need. If you have two GLs, and then Ray and SOKR, which pretty much everyone has now, you can also climb into Kuiper, if you want to do that, if that's what your goal is. But believe it or not, that's not my goal. I don't build my account for Grand Arena. I build my account to get more resources into the game. So I focus on things like assault battles. I'm building Jabba so I can get smuggler runs too. I'll take what the game gives me, so I capitalize on like Star Killer and Ray because the Lightspeed bundles. But I don't build my account towards Grand Arena. I build my account towards efficiency of getting more resources into the game, which allows me to build my account faster. Because I'm not, this account isn't super old. All these people I'm playing against, like I have 9,000 Galactic War battles, which equates to like 2.5 years maybe. So this account's probably like 2.5 years old. So it's not like I have like tons of time, but I'm going against accounts that have like 4, 5, 6 years on them because I'm playing the smarter game and I'm going for things that give me resources. And then luckily, with Fleet Arena, I was able to, and that's why I have those fleets, is to maximize Fleet Arena for those resources. And I just happen to build an account that I can use a strategy that gets me into, no, I just have the one account. I'm thinking about making a free to play account just to retouch how to do the free to play game, and I can stream it, but I haven't started that yet, but I'm thinking about doing it. But I build my account around getting more resources into the game. And then I happen to have a strategy that allowed me to push into Kuiper, which just gives me more crystals. So, you can build your account whatever way you want. I don't build specifically for Ground Arena. I build for resources. I love the strategy of it, and I love full clearing my opponent and then getting the win and them smashing against my ships. So the enemy, you may look at your opponents and think there's no way I can beat them. They have better accounts than me. They've been playing for longer. They have better mods. They have better ships. They have better everything. But I look at that as a challenge, and I beat them. So you can look at it whatever way you want, as just, hey, sometimes there's just like accounts that are better than mine, and I'm gonna lose against them. But you can go against accounts that are just better than you, because at the end of the day, it's not the account that's gonna be the difference maker. It's who you are as a player and how you build your account. That's the real difference, and what strategy you use. So I don't know if you guys read my bio. I'm in the military, so I'm a Marine. I've been a Marine for 16 years, and that builds a certain mindset. So we don't have the best resources. We have the least resources out of the U.S. military, but we do the most with what we have. And that's what I do professionally for a job, is we maximize our efficiency. We have a great strategy, and we pulverize our opponent. So I do that. I attack all things in life in that way. I try to be efficient. I try to do what I can. I try to do more with less, and I try to maximize my wins against my opponent. And that's just how I built my account. That's how I live my life. That's how I play this game. You can do it whatever way you want, but you can win or lose. But I choose to win, and I choose not to give up. There's something Chesty Puller said, I think, when he was surrounded by enemies. Someone turned to him and said, "Hey," and I'm just paraphrasing here. They're like, "We're surrounded," and then he turned to him and said, "Well, that simplifies our problem." Because now we know, and he said that because now he knows where the enemy is. Like, hey, they're everywhere. So we don't have to go out and look for them. So now we just get to the killing. So that's how I love this game and why I love maximizing strategy and mods and ships and all the things that are a drag that no one loves to do. I don't love to do them. I don't love to farm my ships. I don't love to pay uh, work my mods. But I love defeating my enemies and I love um, doing more with less. And I fully intend to stay in Kyber. I'm not going to go against those massive accounts and just say I have no chance. I plan to fight my way up and hopefully land in like Kyber 4 or 3 until I build some more GLs to and maybe change my strategy from there. Because I had to change my strategy climbing into Erodium, and I had to change my strategy to stay out of there. Yeah, you have a good night. To be forgotten. All right, so we had one more account to look at. Dancing on your grave. Let's do it. But that's my account. That's my credential. I'm not just saying things to say things. I try to have a. That's my strategy. Everyone has their own strategy. You don't have to use my strategy. Play the game the way you want to play, but I play the game how I like to play. So like this guy. Are you still here? Let's see your name again. Maybe I skipped one. Sorry, Squeezy. I'll get to you too. Dance on your grave is okay. You're still here. All right, Squeezy. I'll get to you if you're still here. Sorry about that, buddy. All right. So Squeezy, you're in Kyber too. Maybe I'll play you. You can dance on my grave. Yeah. So I'm gonna give you the opportunity to dance on my grave here pretty shortly. 344. Okay, you're unfortunately a little higher than me because you pretty much have to be exactly. So I'm 3,300. So we won't play each other, but maybe down the line we'll play. But yeah, oh, excellent account. You're pretty much right there with me. 7.7 million, 4.4 million, 3 million in ships. So you're probably living what I'm saying too. So you go. So I imagine you're probably working on Leia now. That since you have Jabba, Jedi Master Luke, and the profundity, it all kind of feeds into Leia. So are you working on that? Leviathan? Yeah, great, great. Highly recommend it. Um, yeah, okay. Yeah, I would start farming the shards right now, like Nisa, Captain Rex, Drogon. Farm the shards for that as you work on your Leviathan. But easily you can start working on that. Let's see. Let's look at your Sith Empire. I'll tell you this. Um, you're never gonna regret working on your ships. It's annoying. But once you have them, you have them. And a great thing about that too is a lot of people don't realize it's going to give you shard shop currency, right? Every month that event's going to come in, and then you're going to get the shard shop currency. Uh, yeah. So you need your Sith assassin up. You can keep your Sith assassin at R5 depending on your fleet. I kept mine at R6 just so I can mirror more reliably because a lot of people keep Sith assassin at R5 and I just didn't want to invest too much into her. So you can keep her at 5, 6, 7. I don't advocate for 9. Some people go for 9, but it's up to you. I don't think the fleet is worth taking her to R9 because most people off meta counter Leviathan anyways, and it's just you're using it in the fleet. So maybe you need it in R9 just to reliably counter your opponents um, in fleet arena. So in Raptor, you just have to win. So if you win or lose, you get like you go up or down. So as you build your account, you're gonna naturally climb or drop. Okay, yeah. So if you're not needing it for um, fleet arena placement, I would advocate for you to just like not overly invest in your Sith assassin because it's not going to do much for you unless you need it for that counter. Um, Yeah, so unless you need it for your counter in Fleet Arena, I would say keep it at R. If you want to, you can keep it at R6. And what that will do is it'll just make your opponents a little harder to counter it. Excuse me. It'll make your opponents who don't invest in it and want to mirror it in Grand Arena, maybe that'll make them lose. So at the very most, I would say, and put R6 on it, but I wouldn't advocate for going any higher than that. I would say just like move on, and then later on, if you need more relics for Fleet Arena, if it becomes more competitive, then invest in it then. But if you want to keep it at R5, there's no issues with that. Or if you want to keep it at R6 and you want to invest just one more relic level just to have a stronger defense on Grand Arena, you can do that too. And it's a pretty easy ask. Taking something to R6 isn't crazy. So I would say like, hey, R5, R6, fine. Don't put R9 in it unless you need to. But yeah, let's see your ships. Oh yeah, you have the scythe counter too, so you can go scythe to to as long as you have your tie interceptor, which I imagine you do. Let's look at your empire. Yeah, so excellent. So you have the Leviathan counter anyways for offense. So everything I'm saying, I'm sure you're doing. You're smashing your opponents. You're using your fleets to to off meta counter the ones that you see, and then you're placing your strong ships on defense, and that's how you're staying in Kyber too. Yeah. So yeah, that you can do that. But excellent, excellent fleets. I'm super happy that you're working on fleets. So there's a reason you're 7.7 million in Kyber too, and that's because you have strong fleets. Because you're going against opponents that I'm sure are like 9, 10, 11, 12 million, maybe up to 14. Um, and you can't counter them with GP. Like that takes time on the ground fight. You have 3 GLs. It takes time to build up those GLs, but fleets can be built up relatively quickly compared to the age of an account, and you can beat them on that end. So excellent account. You got the Grand Inquisitor. How close are you to Riva? Yeah, let's look at your speeds. All right, 347. Are you are you using your Imperial troopers together? Like, are you using Gideon with your um with your Imperial troopers, or do you separate them? Okay. Do you separate your Imperial troopers though, or do you keep them together? Like, do you use like a Gidme or something? Okay, you have the Gidme. Um, yeah, yeah. So okay, cool. Yeah, because I always say with Imperial troopers, you only need your second speed or fastest Imperial troopers to be point A speed of your fastest one. So if you have your Piet and your Gideon at the same speed, it's kind of a loss if you're using them together, a loss of speed. But if you're keeping them separate for the Gidme team, then it's good to have both of them fast. So yeah, you have all the priorities. Do you do CT3 for all of your? Do you have do you have your Night Sisters up and running? Yeah, this can probably beat CT1, right? You probably do CT1 with this, maybe. Maybe you struggle, but excellent. I would say you can take your R5, DACA to R5. That could be a good secondary goal for you. If you don't have CT1 for for their assault battles, DACA can do it for you. But also, it's good to have her at R5 just to. Oh, you don't have Kylo yet. Did you buy his bundle? Yeah. So once you get SOKR up and running, I will say getting DACA to R5 will be important for yeah, it will be important for just in threes you can use SOKR, um, DACA and Zombie to counter JMK in threes. So even when he has Cat and General Kenobi, SOKR, DACA Zombie can counter JMK in threes. So that's a great investment just for taking DACA to R5. So I would encourage you can leave Zombie where she is, just because you want the zombie to keep dying to ramp up DACA's health. But uh, No fleet credits for fleet order. Yeah, I get it. I'm in the same thing. I finally hit a point where fleet credits are no longer a bottleneck for me, but it takes a really long time. So yeah, like to take everything to 85 and get everything leveled up. It takes a long time to get that until that. But sooner or later, fleet credits won't be an issue for you, especially if you're getting first in Fleet Arena every day, and then you'll be able to get your fleet first order up and running. But sooner or later, that turns into not a bottleneck. But getting Daka to R5 is a good investment. Can get you CT1 for the assault battles for them, which will give you some more Kairos and injector pieces and Zetas. So that's my recommendation. But excellent account, dude. I think you're doing great. You're right there with you. Yeah, yeah, excellent account. You don't need the finalizer right now. Um, but if you get the finalizer up and running, that's a reliable, but you have to farm your ships. That's a reliable, yeah, I would even consider buying the finalizer bundle because these ships are really low. I don't know if you care, but you bought the SOKR bundle. Might as well buy the finalizer bundle if you want to spend the money. If you don't and you want to slow farm them, just slow farm them. But that's a good bundle just to get you where you need to be. And then you pretty much just have to farm two of the ships for finalizer. But having the finalizer ship can be your reliable executor counter, which will open up, something else to counter executor or to counter. So you can use your Chimera for Leviathan and then go for Finalizer for Executor. So, and that's what most people do. But getting that fleet in your roster will help. So, and then you don't have Executor. Let's look at your bounty hunters. Do you have Executor? Oh, you do. I'm sorry, you do. My apologies. Yeah, yeah, no problem. Yeah. So like I said, it just takes a while. You'll get there. You'll sooner or later, and you're probably really close. You're probably like right on the precipice of your yeah. So like all these are 85. So you just like invested in all your fleets except for the flight. So you're on the precipice. You're like almost there. Um, so like in 3 months, 4 months, fleet income or fleet currency will no longer be a bottleneck for you, and you'll have all your ships leveled up and start up. So it's just it's just one of those things that takes a long time to break. But once you break the bottleneck, you'll never have to worry it again, and you can start investing uh, all that into mods. So you can save up a bank of I don't know 20 million or whatever, and then you can start buying mods with that fleet currency. But you're right on the precipice. You're almost there of getting the of breaking that bottleneck. So great job, dude. Great account. Excuse me. All right, Squizzy. Let's look at your account. All right, and that will probably be my this will probably be my last account I look at. Yeah, no problem, dude. I hope you got something out of it. But you have a great account. I think you're doing a great job. I hope to one day see you in a Grand Arena. So we'll see who dances on whose grave. Yeah. But more likely that you than mine. Your account's fantastic, dude. So great job with that. I have no doubt that you can beat me in Grand Arena. So great account. Just happy to be there with you. All right, Squizzy, excellent account. You got Lord Vader, nice. You're getting red box because you got Moff Gideon already in Conquest. Yeah. I'm doing the same thing. I just have Mon Mothma, so I'm going Jabba. I'll have Jabba start ticket farming him for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then JML will be like I don't know, like 2 or 3 weeks, and then I'll start farming for him as well. So I think while I'm farming for tickets, I'll finish up JML's one relic I need for Mon Mothma, and I'll start farming light and dark side tickets at the same time because it's just like a easy farm. All right, so 9.5 million account, 5 million on ground, 4 million on ships, 16,000 galactic war battles. So you've been around the block for a while. All right, let's see your ground. All right, not as many GLs as I thought. 4. Okay. Yeah. So you said you're going for Leia, and then you're gonna get JML. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That happened to a lot of people. I just came back too. Just because this game's in a fantastic place, I think. And I think as we got older, we just ran out of less time. So that's why I came back to the game. Is just I didn't have the time to play other games, and this game is like fantastic for and not having like the time to play less. So good job. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, so rebels. How close are you to? Pretty close. So you got Captain Rex up and running. R2D2 needs R8. You got Luke and 3PO to R7. You got your R3s. Okay. Where's your Drogon? Did I miss Drogon? Where's Drogon? Is he safe? He's a rebel, right? Yeah. Oh, right here. Okay. You need a relic up, Drogon. Get him. Um, did you run out of Kairos? Is that what's slowing you down for Drogon? Or you just haven't like gotten around to him? Ewoks, yeah. So you're still a little ways away, close-ish, close-ish to Leia. Is are you at the Cairo? Is that what's holding you back for all these? Because I see you still have a Nisa and Drogon, and those require a good amount of Cairo, so that's gonna slow you down. Wicked and Chirpa, they're easy farms. You just 100 Kairos each to get them to Relic. But all right, yeah, yeah, Kairos, yeah, the bane of everyone's existence. I get it. Did you bought the SOKR bundles, right? Did you? Let's see. Because you might be like, you can, once you finish Leia, you might be like, Leia, JML, Jabba. Oh, okay, you already have Cairo. All right, so which one are you missing? Jabba? How's your Hut Cartel? Okay, you bought those. Good. I'm glad you got the payout for them. Okay. You're away from Jabba. Oh, so you need Bush Leia for. Yeah, so I would say after JML, consider getting Jabba. I'll say this, Jabba can give you Smuggler's Run too, and you're gonna want that mod income. So that mod income is like chef's kiss. If you like mods at all, you're gonna want that mod income. So you got to get JML just because you're gonna be like right there. But once you have Leia, you're gonna have JML. I would say Jabba is right there. Just go. You'll have a yeah. You already have Jedi Knight Luke. That's the biggest part of JML. His farm's accelerated already for the shards. Just boom. Just go Leia, JML, finish out Jabba, get that income, and then you're gonna be killing it, dude. Well, you already are killing it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with not having profundity. Going Executor into Leviathan, it's perfectly fine. Um, how far are you from Scythe? Oh, you have Scythe. Okay, so you have a reliable Leviathan counter. Yeah, so you're doing great, dude. You don't need profundity. I guess you're by the time you finish like Leia, JML, and Jabba, the next things are gonna come, and you're just gonna farm those. But sooner or later, just loop out back at profundity, just because after you have like Jabba, JML, uh, Leia, you'll be right there for profundity. But go for the new, farm the shards. If you notice, like, hey, the new things you're slowing down on shards, just and that's what's holding you back. Then hey, maybe and you finish like Jabba, maybe just get profundity up and running. You don't have to accelerate. It's very functional at 4 stars and lower. Just loop back to that. But other than that, dude, like, you have an excellent account. Let's look at your speeds. Yeah, I looked at this already. 352. Good. Revan. It's interesting with Cat that your fastest would be Piet. Most people like a Cat as their fastest. But 343. You have solid mods, dude. You know what you're doing. You know what you're farming. That would be my only recommendation is like, hey, uh, yeah, just finish those farms. They're really close. Get Leia, She's an excellent character, and then finish your JML and then Java, and then from there, like whatever's the newest thing, go it. And if you're as you're farming the newer things, and if you're slowed down on just shards, then hey, just finish out Profundity, and then you'll be where you need to be. But excellent account, dude. I bet you're excited for. Are you excited for the upcoming Bane, Darth Bane, for your Sith Eternal? Yeah, because you get red box, so I'm sure you're planning on how you're gonna red box these upcoming ones so that you can get Bane up in your account because that will do a lot of work for you. Yeah, but excellent account, dude. Excellent account. Do you have any questions for me? Oh, you have Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. Man, your account is bumping, bumping. You're doing all the right things. You're doing all the right things, dude. I really like your account. Yeah, you just have those few things. I'm sure in like, 4 or 5 months you're gonna have, all almost all, if not all the GLs, and you're gonna be like killing it, dude. So as you're shard farming for that next GL or whatever the next thing, I would highly advocate just like get the GLs that you're missing. JMK can wait. JMK is an excellent character, but in GL, but I think he can wait. Everything that's coming out is just countering JMK. It seems like everything they're releasing is just like a JMK counter, just because he was so powerful. So I think his stock is dropping, and he doesn't actually like bring anything into your account as far as like getting you more income. So JMK can wait. Like that could be your last GL you get. But I think getting Jabba into your account is going to be huge. Getting JML into your account, since it's like one relic away, is going to be great for you to conquest to more reliably do those feats. And then, so yeah, JML for conquest. Jabba is also great for conquest. He's great for rote. He's going to give you more mod income. So those are great for your account. They're also great for Grand Arena. And then JMK is a great character, a great character. But there's no rush to get him. Whenever I would even say like getting Profundity would do more for your account than getting JMK. So I would advocate like, hey, go for those 3 GLs, finish them off. Go for the next new thing because it's gonna be great. Whatever they're gonna release, it's gonna be the next best thing, the next best GL fleet, the next best GL, and you're gonna want them, and they're gonna incentivize you getting them. So you're gonna want to get those shards as soon as you can. But I think you can fit in the next 3 GLs with where your account is before you're ready to like fully commit on the next big GL that they release. So I'm excited to see your account, dude. You did follow me, so I hope a few months down the line I can review your account again and just see where your progress is because you have an excellent account, dude. I think easily in the next few months you could be pushing up into Kyber one once you finish those last 3 GLs. So great job, great account, dude. Thanks for letting me watch it. I do appreciate it. Yeah, so everyone, that should be mostly it. I've been doing this for 3.5 hours, and I have some pajama pictures to take with my wife for Christmas. So I do appreciate everyone tuning in. I'll say if you guys could please follow me on here, and then if you guys can follow me on YouTube as well. I'm a new streamer. I really do enjoy this content. I love helping people reviewing accounts. I review. If you jump on my account or stream anytime, give me your account. I'll give you a quick review. Um, and then I try to pump out content daily on my YouTube. So I'm just new. So thanks for tuning in and supporting me, watching. I hope you guys learned something, and then everyone have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if I don't see you by then. And I'll see you guys around. So have a good one.